Yep. Yep.
I'm
Yep.
all
Yep.
blue.
Yep.
I'm green. Purple.
We all good. We rolling. We rolling. We rolling.
Are we?
Are we
Yeah.
rolling?
Are we
Everybody.
there yet?
Are we there yet? Featuring
Does
Ice
Ice Cube
Cube.
still do those movies?
Does Ice Cube act still?
I don't know what Ice Cube does at all.
You know, 50 Cent still acts. He actually saw a trailer for a movie with 50 Cent in it. It looked pretty good.
Who?
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being dead serious.
It looked pretty good.
No, because you know when you go to the movie theater, you got to watch like 20 minutes of trailers.
Yeah.
Some of the
Preview.
movies, and with Devan being a movie guy, I figured you'd be the best person to ask about a couple questions I had. But no, I mean, I don't remember what movie it was, but it was some like fucking action movie. 50 Cent was in it. I was like, all right, cool, tough. He looked jacked. I was like, 50 got jacked again. Everybody
50
was
always.
no, because people were making fun of him at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well,
Like,
his ass was upside down.
well, they say he ain't in the club no more, or he ain't in the gym no. He need to get in the gym.
Not
but,
the club.
But no. Speaking of movies and shit, well, everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna make sure one more time we're all rolling, we're all good.
My thing's ticking.
All right, perfect. Welcome back, brand new episode of On It. We are all here, Brandon, Devin. I did get to see my favorite movie, my favorite series, the ending of
Indiana Nuts.
the ending of an era, the fifth and final Indiana Jones.
You watched it?
Yeah, I went and saw it last night.
I didn't even know it was out yet.
Well, I went like the night before the premiere. Whatever, like I don't know like why they do that when they say like it premieres they're like it premieres the 30th, but you can go the 29th. I don't really understand that.
It's the pre-cum of the premiere.
But no, so I went. It was tough. So spoiler alerts because I know neither of y'all are probably gonna ever get to that. Maybe Devin one day, but
I might. I will.
I
do need to rewatch the four other ones.
I would love for y'all to. They're great. They're great movies. A great series. And this one, I'm not going to tell you how it ended and shit. But when I was reading,
he's dead.
Do you want me to tell you if he is or not?
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I'll have my own assumptions.
You can assume all you want. But I will say
he got shot by. He got killed by the dude from Star Wars. No.
He's been getting
was
shot.
Was this like a crossover movie?
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I like it.
So
my favorite color of the alphabet dictionary is a triangular Obi-Wan Kenobi who likes the color.
So I was a little confused when I was reading the plot, like going into this movie. I wasn't really sure what it was about. So I'll give you the basics. So 1969, the moon landing.
Nice.
Moon Day, which I didn't know was a thing.
Apparently, it was when they filmed it.
They had like a parade in New York.
I don't know. I don't care about the moon landing.
Well, you know your history. You're a smart guy. I didn't know
sometimes
if you do or whatnot, but
I know they had a parade when that dude got shot in the head.
So in the movie, I don't know the physicists that helped get America into space or on the moon, but in Indiana Jones, it's a former Nazi.
It could have been.
So it turned into basically this former Nazi versus Indiana Jones, and they're obviously after an artifact. They're after an artifact in every single movie. They're after, but
all of them.
The fun thing about this one is every movie, like the artifact has a power, like eternal health or whatever the fuck, like just all this shit. This one you could time travel. Like the motherfuckers had to find the two pieces, put it together so they could time travel.
So they could kill baby Hitler? That would be a great plot.
Okay. So you're basically already spoiling the movie for me because that's
for real.
That's okay. So basically the German guy that helped America get to the moon, no one knows he was a fucking Nazi, obviously.
Sure.
And he has this bar, right? Because he's like everybody's like praising him, and this guy comes in and like serve him tea, and his name's like Dr. Schmidt.
Sure. And he's always something weird.
He's
like that.
Hello, Dr. Schmidt. And he's like he basically asked him like if he served in the war. He's like, yeah, 150th platoon or whatever, yada yada yada. talking about World War II. And he's like,
Yeah.
but like he's saying this to him like as he's serving him coffee and shit. And he goes, and now you're enjoying your victory. I was like, damn. He was spitting his shit. He said, you ain't lose. He said, y'all didn't win. He said, America didn't win. Hitler lost. I said, damn. They were talking their shit. And then basically what
wait. Did he say you should be grateful? Call back.
Look, but he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back in time and kill Hitler, and I'm gonna be Hitler. I'm gonna take over, and I'm gonna do what I do. But so that's what he wanted to do, obviously. But
Really?
with the movie starts with a flashback. It starts with a flashback. This is like World War II time, fucking Nazi Germany, and they CGI'd Harrison Ford to look young.
Sure.
Looked pretty good. Like to me, shit. I mean,
I
like,
mean, they could have just done an actual flashback to the older movies.
well, no,
but...
I mean, this was like a side quest.
Sure.
This was like you.
Like when he was Han Solo.
Well,
when he was doing the Star Wars film.
Like in other Indiana Jones movies, like they'll
like in a different universe.
Like no, like in other Indiana Jones movies, they'll refer to like oh, we crossed paths when you were after this thing. So it's like they flash back to when they were basically they were gonna try to kill him in World War II because they captured him and he escapes because he's Indiana fucking Jones. Obviously, it's gonna happen, but
he runs from boulders, dude.
Yeah, I know it's all over the place, but it's a really good movie. Y'all should see it. If you haven't seen the other ones, I suggest watching the other ones first.
Do I have to watch the one with Shia LaBeouf?
I here's the thing. I think if this movie,
which one's your favorite? What was the first? Raiders?
Well, no. Temple of
Temple?
Doom. Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom. What was it? Temple of
Raiders.
Doom was first, but no, Raider. What was it? Because one was first,
and then one was chronologically first.
One is chronologically first. I want to say Raiders of the Lost Ark is chronologically first, but Temple of Doom I might have been the first one. Honestly, for the life of me, I always forget. I always have to go back and fucking, even though I say it's my fucking favorite movie, but
but
you know, whatever. But either way,
I don't know. Like
either way, my favorite, I'd probably say, I mean, it's down between Raiders and Temple of Doom.
Always.
I'd probably go with Raiders. Only because of the actual plot and the characters in it. Temple of Doom just had that whiny bitch in there, and I didn't.
Yes,
I
that
really,
was he was just trying to like.
I don't really. I mean,
you
know, Short Round's a classic, but in this movie,
Short Round is a classic.
In this movie, they tried to make someone else like a Short Round, and it wasn't working at all. And like I wasn't really like, I was like, all right, whatever. But
I feel like that would be racist nowadays. No.
Well, no, this was like a 2023 version.
Gotcha.
But see, that's why it worked though, because he was like this guy. He was like this little funny guy that loved Indiana Jones, like, you know, whatever. But I think
so. It was Raiders, then Temple, then Last Crusade, then Crystal Skull with Shia LaBeouf.
Temple of Doom happened chronologically before Raiders.
Prior, yes.
And I don't know why I didn't put that together, because Raiders and Last Crusade are both like Nazi related shit. Temple of Doom is before that, so I don't know why I didn't put that together in the beginning. But with all that being said, I think if this movie wasn't a thing, you probably wouldn't have to watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but I'd say you should watch it. I mean, you're going to watch the first 3, watch the 4th one, and you're going to be like, obviously this isn't better than anything I just watched. But I say if they had the technology they had in 2008 back then, they would have been even better movies, because
they really did that in 08.
Because that's the wild. Best thing you can give the 2008 and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is just the fact that they had better technology, and even in this one, technology is even better. I mean, like this.
It's way
This
better
was
than
it
08.
was. I think you should watch all 5.
No, I gotta rewatch them. Are they all on Netflix again, right?
And I know it's funny to make fun of Shia LaBeouf and whatever, but
Sheila Beef.
okay, I'll spoil this. He's not in this one, and
Dang.
like Harry.
Wasn't he in prison though?
No, well, he dies. He died like off screen, like
In
Indiana.
real life?
No, like Indiana Jones is like he's like ever since I lost my son, like he's like I lost my son in the war. Like he just dies. Like he died.
That was his son?
Dude. Yes, Shia
I've only
LaBeouf.
seen the first 3. I've only seen the first 3.
That was his son. But enough of Indiana Jones because Brandon wants to fucking hang himself. He's tired of us talking about that.
Oh wait, hold on. I got a question for Brandon. Brandon. What's your favorite movie?
Huh?
What's your favorite movie?
Fast and Furious. Probably Fast 5.
All right, we can end this conversation. All right. Next subject.
See, but what's your favorite movie?
I don't even know, bro.
Because
there's a lot.
I feel like the biggest thing for me with this movie was I was so excited because it was like, holy shit, like my favorite series is making a final version, like another one.
Sure.
And it's like, this is it. And it's like,
is it though? I thought the one in 08 was supposed to be.
No. This is it. Trust me.
This is 15 years later.
Devin, this is it.
Wait, he wasn't moving like he was when he was 35?
No. He was moving. He was moving in the movie. But Harrison Ford said this was it. He's done. He's not picking that hat back
after
up.
Harrison Ford crashed his last plane, he said this is it. So who knows?
But I will say.
But no, my favorite.
It's hard for me to enjoy the movie and talk about how much I liked it because I just think about how it's like really over now.
Yeah, but like 5's a lot.
5 is a lot of movies, but it's like
honestly,
how many times can I watch the first 4?
True, but like honestly, like I was a Star Wars fan growing up. They didn't have to make those last 3. They didn't have to make all these TV series and shit. Huh?
It's like 50.
Oh, I fucking know. I haven't seen anything past some of the new ones, but favorite movies probably Reservoir Dogs.
Which I don't even know what the fuck that is. So
never.
Quentin Tarantino's first movie.
There you go. Quentin Tarantino's first movie. Whatever that means. We do have shit to talk about, or other stuff to talk about, more than just Indiana Jones. Some more off the record stuff. Some NFL, road to the Super Bowl. Some NBA topics. NBA free agency. We got a lot of NBA to talk about actually. And
what?
I gotta throw this out there and say that we may be done with Word of Weddle.
No, man.
Okay, here's the problem. Last episode, when I went in to edit it, for some reason, like the Wordle Weddle recording would just not load. Like it was just not happening. So I had to basically just cut it out, and it just skipped from us going from that to the next topic.
Bracket.
All right, like this one, and if it doesn't work that way, then
see. But I'm just, I want a cleaner episode. Last episode, I had to clean up a lot of like we were cutting out a lot. Like shit, this time already we already cut out like 3 times. Like I don't want to jinx anything, but like we've already been going in better than the first.
I will say this: since we've got this new app, I don't know if they sponsor us or whatever. I don't know if I can say their name. No, fuck.
But I mean, go ahead. Just
we don't have any sponsors, but
we don't have we ain't sponsored by shit. We sponsor ourselves.
I mean, but we used to have a commercial for Anchor.
I know.
Yeah.
But
hey, Ernie did it since.
We don't have the noise anymore. We don't have any of that bullshit where we would have to fucking skip days and shit on podcasts and fucking bad stuff.
But if
this works,
if we cut the Word of Weddle, then I mean it's gonna be even cleaner to me.
I'm cool with that.
And if I can figure it out in the future and see why the fuck is that's happening, then maybe we can bring it back. But I just want to see how an episode can go without it. if we can just roll with that because we got plenty to talk about.
I'll play him by myself.
We got a bracket. We got road to the Super Bowl, finishing out the AFC North today. We got
I'm
some
used to
NBA. I guess let's talk about.
He snuck that in.
that. What'd you say, Brandon?
I said he snuck that in there, boy.
Oh yeah. No,
What?
Mikey ain't hear nothing. No, it's cool. It's
What'd
cool.
he say?
I ain't say shit.
What'd you say? Come on, because I don't want to
All
sit here
right.
and harp.
I didn't say any bad words. All I did was slip in a little thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I guess I'll listen to it later.
I was hoping someone picked it up. Thank you.
I guess I'm gonna go rolling with these off the record topics. First thing I want to ask y'all is, Brandon, when you joined the fantasy league, did you have any players
Which one?
on your roster already?
Oh, the football league.
Mm-hmm.
I had some, I think.
Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm struggling to decide who I want as my keepers.
Bro, we've been off football for months. You don't have keepers yet?
I don't know who I want as my keepers yet. What are you talking about? The fantasy football season, the draft ain't for like 2 more months.
I know, but I pick my keepers.
Hey, it's been a long off season. I've been thinking, but
I joined and got it's an alright team.
I
I guess I gotta pick 2 people, but
I mean, you
I
don't
don't
have
know.
to. You could pick one person. You could pick 2 people. You don't got to pick anybody. But here's who I'm thinking. Like I'm gonna give y'all like my top 5 candidates. We got Josh Allen. We got Najee Harris. We got Jonathan Taylor. We got Mike Evans. And we got CeeDee Lamb.
Jonathan Taylor, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb. Who else?
Josh Allen, George Kittle, Mike Evans, J.K. Dobbins.
I mean, George Kittle's kind of snapping, but now he's not gonna be like a healthy San Fran team. He might be open a lot because he's gonna be considered like the 3rd or 4th option.
So the first 2 people I said, Brandon, you shook your head no to. Why would I not go with Josh Allen or Najee Harris?
Najee Harris is out of nobody's Steelers offense isn't there, bro. Steelers offense is gonna be trash. I would keep him. Josh Allen, it's iffy, because Diggs might not even be there. They're looking to trade Diggs, so he might not have his main number 1 wide receiver. And without that, you see how the Bills played when Stephon got shut down, they didn't really win.
I'd be cool with you getting Josh Allen, but at the same time,
That'll be a
there's
good
other
pick.
quarterbacks who will produce, so the QB
Wait,
market isn't that thin.
But depending on who everybody else keeps.
I wouldn't keep CD.
I mean, they say he's supposed to have a breakout season
He was
this
a
year.
crazy fantasy receiver.
No, they
Was
say
he?
he's supposed to have a breakout season, so supposed to. Well, but they're always supposed to go to the Super Bowl.
Who are your running backs? JK and who?
Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris.
Jonathan Taylor's gonna be he's still at the Colts, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I might keep Najee, bro.
They might run a lot. Anthony Richardson does sometimes he likes to hit the check down.
See, but
Brandon, you got allergies?
but here's the thing though, the Steelers are gonna run a lot.
He hitting.
The Steelers are gonna run a lot.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But
this.
No, that's what I'm saying. Keep not because the Steelers don't have much of a. Well, they have a good receivers, but Pickett, I don't know if he's that dude.
What if I go Najee and Jonathan Taylor?
Nobody's gonna know what
That
AR
won't
brought.
hurt.
Just get my 2 running backs out the way.
I mean, all right. So, what are better running backs you could pick up?
Bro, everybody's Derrick Henry's going to be kept. A Christian McCaffrey.
Do I have Derrick Henry?
I don't know who the fuck you have.
Nick
Let me go to this and see how can I even look. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who your keepers are.
Let me try to pull it up.
You have Derrick Henry on your team, but I don't remember who you picked as your keepers.
Well, Henry's going to be my keeper. I think he was my only
You probably
true
picked.
keeper.
You probably picked Henry and Terry.
Devin,
I don't even know if I
Henry,
picked Terry.
he's in too, bro.
What'd you
Definitely
say?
keep Henry's in his contract year this year.
No, I'm keeping Henry like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Keep him.
Well, then
He's gonna eat.
I guess I'm gonna have to think about it some more. I'm gonna have
You already locked in my keepers with Derek and Terry.
I mean, we talked about it.
We did,
I would
which
say
I'm cool with.
okay. When we got
I mean, shit, I had a decent team, but I was ass.
You were at basketball too, fantasy basketball too.
I was a dog at basketball, but I gave up like halfway through and I forgot.
I forgot about it too.
I'm
Got
about
back
to
on that
say,
shit.
you.
Bro, but my team was fucking whooping everybody's ass, dude. Everybody.
Except one person.
Except fucking prime time, that motherfucker. and that's because you kept playing. You said you forgot about it, motherfucker. You ain't forget about shit.
No, bro, listen. What I
Get the
did?
fuck out of here, man.
No,
Wait, we were in the final together?
one day I was at work and I saw you can set your lineup, bro. So I was bored. So I started setting that shit. And
Bro,
I just forgot.
if I set my shit, I would have had you.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie, if anybody set their shit, they would have had a chance because there
were motherfuckers who were setting their shit and had nothing.
I completely like stopped after a month. Like I was like, "Fuck this."
bro,
Yeah.
I was lost, and then I found
Bro,
out you
but
can.
I had Shy when he was going dummy. I had Ja when he was going dummy.
I think we might, because us three are all on the podcast together, we might retry that.
I'm cool with retrying it. Yes.
Yeah,
Because us
you
three,
lineup like you can set your lineup on a Monday, but you got to do it for every day type shit, bro.
Yes. I didn't realize that till week 3 or some shit.
and us three are gonna be
I didn't
both.
realize that until almost the end. I was like, fuck.
All three of us are gonna be in the fantasy football league, in the fantasy basketball league. So we'll have shit to talk about. Can I ask y'all a question? I got two questions. I'm gonna talk about two things. What do y'all want to talk about? You guys want to talk about why so many dudes are cucks or how bad the weekend show was?
Why so many dudes are what?
Cucks. Why is Cuck Nation running wild?
Cuck?
Yeah.
Who's a cuck?
What do you mean who's a cuck?
No, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Adam 22.
What the fuck?
Oh, I heard about that shit.
So do y'all know who Adam 22
She got
is?
piped by some. Never mind.
Who the
Do y'all
fuck?
know Adam 22 from No Jumper? Brandon, you know who Adam 22 is from No Jumper. He's all tatted up. He's a bald dude. You've seen him before.
I don't know.
So Adam 22 makes adult content with his wife.
Land of the plug.
And they've been together for a while. They've been doing their thing. I believe when they met, she was already doing her thing. And they did stuff with other girls. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. The double standard is there. I'll admit it. The double standard's there. Girls are just some girls are just okay with that shit. And when you start dating a girl that's already in that industry, I mean, what the fuck? I guess she's gonna be okay with it. Now here's the thing. You have a kid, you get married. You think you'd like slow down maybe?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
No, she went and got fucked by another porn star. A month after marrying this man, she goes and posts a little video like, guess who I'm filming with today? And the motherfucker walks in behind her. And it's like one of them porn stars. Like motherfucker was
No.
like
No.
bro.
I'm talking.
No.
And Adam's on his podcast like I said it was okay and yada yada. And it's like, bro, he can sit there and pretend like he don't give a fuck.
Deep down, he give a fuck.
There is no way y'all two gonna tell me there's no way he don't feel a type of way. He don't feel a certain type of way deep down inside.
He definitely do.
He has to. There's no but here's the thing.
No, you want to know why? Because like for years he was saying, "Nah, I wouldn't let that happen."
Yeah.
Years.
I remember.
And there was no other content involved. It was just him and two girls,
And I've pretty
or him and
much,
her.
I'm pretty much 0% on No Jumper now. I mean, I used to be a big fan. I used to be really into that shit. And then when they collapsed, I pulled the plug too. I was out of there. But I don't know if shit's changing over there or whatever. But I just don't understand what's up with all these dudes. Because this isn't the first. This isn't the only guy. Like, and this isn't the only influencer online that's just like getting exposed for just being okay with his girl getting fucked.
That's too bro.
Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know if y'all had an answer to it or or what.
Didn't even know.
Like, I don't know. Well, all right, they're both, you can call them P stars now, but like, I mean, I guess I don't know.
I don't
It's
know,
not.
bro. I feel like I I don't know, bro. It's like
Must be hurting for money right now.
it's like here's the thing, and people are like, oh y'all saying this, but their daughter gonna be rich. It's like, yeah, but
Their daughter gonna be fucked up as hell.
like there's no way like you're just not gonna get treated the same by other people.
Nope.
Like you're just not like you're gonna get the, and it's 2023, bro. Like people do not hold back anymore.
People know, like, back in the day, like if your parents were like rich or actors or whatever the fuck, or famous or whatever, not everyone knew. If someone's rich or famous nowadays, everyone knows.
Gonna know exactly
From
who you
all
are.
age groups, top down, dude.
All these baby
Everybody
Gronk
knows.
motherfuckers. But look,
They might not know who their mom is, but they'll find out.
The Weeknd made a show.
Who?
It's the weekend.
The Weeknd.
Like the rapper, producer, singer, artist.
The artist The Weeknd made a show. Have y'all not heard about it?
I heard he made a movie. Was it a show or a movie?
It's a show. It got canceled 3 episodes in and only had 5 episodes air.
I heard he said that he knew it wouldn't go well,
bro,
but he did it anyway.
I was watching, like, they were showing clips of it on Instagram and shit. It was basically this show where The Weeknd was like this really tough guy. Like he's like, motherfucker, don't look at my woman like that. If you ever, like, he's just pressing people and he's talking all this shit.
He could play like a Juicy Smollett type of character.
And it's like
Juicy Smollett.
I don't know. It was very like sexual and weird, and
apparently there's a rape scene in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, but there's a lot of there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I don't know. I didn't know if y'all saw that. So
you want to know why?
Over to Cucks and The Weeknd. Y'all don't know nothing about it.
You want to know why?
What's up?
He's fucking Canadian. That's fucking why.
What does that mean?
I didn't like this fuck.
What is that supposed to mean?
I didn't like this fuck.
Are you saying you don't like Canadians?
Well, I don't like Canadians because I don't like. Well, no, I don't like Canadians at all. But there's a couple I don't like. I don't like Drake. I don't like.
What did Drake do?
We've spoken about this. Don't say why.
I bump Drake every day. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna be one of those people on the internet like, oh, Drake. Like, it's funny. What? Like, the memes are funny. Like, oh, Drake the type of guy to close the fridge with his hips. But like, that's just funny. but
yes.
But bro, it's Drake, bro. It's Drake. What are you gonna? We gonna make fun of him? We gonna make fun of him? Come on, bro.
No, I'm just saying I don't flat out like the guy.
I had more streams than y'all in February. That motherfucker.
I don't like him or his music.
I think Drake makes great music.
Come on. Drake
and
great.
I think I could play you a lot of songs. You'd be like, this is.
To be completely honest, I like The Weeknd more than I like Drake.
I think you're lying to yourself now.
I'm not.
Musically?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't name 5 Weeknd songs.
Nah, probably not.
Stop it. Like, stop it, bro. We're not doing that. Stop it. Drake is a legend. Like, we're not gonna sit here and do that. We got one NFL topic. We got one NFL topic. We're gonna go over to NBA. Then we're gonna go to road to the Super Bowl.
All right.
How do we have one topic on the NFL?
Because there's only one thing going on in the NFL.
Everyone keeps fucking gambling.
Yes, bruh. The biggest one, Isaiah Rodgers, cut from the Colts after getting caught gambling. He put a $1,000 bet on an over/under for a rushing yards for one of their games in rushing yards.
For their own game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
He bet on his team.
And you know, this whole time, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are dumb. And then I saw one person make a really good point. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember what player it was. But he said, I get it, rules are rules. But we can risk our lives playing this game, but not $1,000.
It was him.
True.
No, it was like a Patriots player or something. It wasn't Isaiah Rodgers.
And then he retweeted it because I saw him post that shit.
I'm sure he retweeted that shit. But it's true. Like, obviously you can't gamble, but at the same time,
You risking your life for
like,
this shit.
like, okay, we can sit here and go okay, we can sit here and go like, all right, you're dumb for breaking the rules, but we also can.
Bro, but they know the rules.
But it's also like, I don't think anybody thinks it's a big deal, except for the NFL.
Yeah, and that's their employer.
But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of times it's like, oh, a motherfucker beats somebody up or hits somebody on a boat or kills somebody or does this or does that, or it's like people freak the fuck out. It's like these people are like getting exposed for like doing like DraftKings bets, and they're getting like cut from teams. And like, if like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna agree with them getting like blacklisted from the league.
Nah, that's stupid, bro.
Like, if Isaiah Rodgers doesn't get on a roster because of this,
Bro, they can't even do fantasy football or anything like that anymore.
like that'll be crazy to me. I mean, do y'all disagree? Do y'all think he deserves to be cut and not play in the NFL?
Here's what I'll say. Maybe I don't agree with that, but everyone saw Calvin Ridley get suspended for a full fucking season. And they're still gonna do it. That's on them. That's on them. They knew Calvin Ridley was the.
But I don't
He
think.
was the.
But I don't think
He was
Calvin
the
Ridley.
no.
I don't think he deserved that shit.
Calvin Ridley didn't deserve it, but he was a dude who was. He was one of the first dudes to get caught
Oh,
after sports gambling was legal, and he was the precedent that was set for what the suspension would be, and the suspension is
he was the example.
indefinite or a full season. So
He
they
used to
knew.
win, man.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
They
I don't know.
knew.
I thought. I think the punishment is
No,
extreme.
I think they should be able to, bro, like that.
It is,
I
but
think
the
the
rule's not
punishment
going
is
to change
extreme,
until it does.
and I also think like when you're like, I don't know, bro. Just the word gambling just makes it seem like way worse. It's like oh my god, like he was gambling. It's like okay, yes, by the book, he was gambling. But it's like, bro, he just said like, all right, I think we're gonna rush for more yards this game. Like, bro, it's like people act like it's something so fucking crazy. Honestly,
Because it is.
no, you give him a 6-game suspension and you move on.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should work if you get caught with DraftKings downloaded on your phone.
The problem is that like all the owners are involved in these talks about
Oh, I
what's going to
guarantee you,
happen to these players.
and all them owners got a DraftKings account.
And they put
Shit, they probably do, bro.
I bet you that no, because them owners ain't on DraftKings. Them owners are putting down hundreds of thousands of dollars somewhere else. They got bookies.
They got bookies.
They got bookies.
Yeah.
You're telling me
They got bookies on bookies.
You're telling me when a team like Kansas City is going into Week 18, they know they got a first round bye. You're telling me the general manager of the Chiefs ain't putting down a crazy bet for the Chiefs to lose? Like, come on, bro, stop it. Or ain't putting down a crazy bet for the under on the passing yards? Like, stop it.
That's
Like,
Under on Washington's passing yards.
every game. Every game. If I'm Ron Rivera, bro, come on, bro. I'm coaching us to win my bets. Straight up. That's
He'll be on the field. Hey, I placed the bet today that you gonna throw for more than 250. So you throwing the ball today.
look. I'm looking back at our two running backs. Y'all aren't touching the ball once. Taylor is letting these
Shit,
hits fly.
he put Carson Wentz in to smash that over on interceptions, bro. That over. I mean that line was 2-5. He threw 3 of them in fucking 2 quarters.
All right. NBA free agency started today. A lot of shit happened.
D's.
Let's get the boring shit out the way. What's the boring shit?
The Lakers keep adding pieces.
The
I mean,
Lakers
the
got
Lakers.
so the Lakers get Gabe Vincent, which Brandon had
Oh,
found out like an hour before the pod and was like, "Oh no!" Which is like,
Oh no, what,
which is like
bro? Gabe
Brandon,
ain't that fucking
Brandon,
cool,
Brandon.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Out of all the pieces in Miami, Gabe Vincent's gonna be one to easily replace.
we were
Easy.
supposed to use him in a trade, bro.
I think y'all will
He
be able to replace him.
get out of him.
Why the fuck does Gabe Vincent look like he's 35? He's 27. I
Yeah,
thought he
bro.
was a seasoned
Young,
vet.
bro. That
I
shit's
think Gabe,
young.
I think Gabe Vincent can be
You know,
replaced.
if we don't find a trade for Lowry, we cutting him.
So you're
Trade for
saying,
who?
get rid of Lowry?
No. That's what the report said. If they can't find a trade for Kyle Lowry, then they're cutting him.
That'll be a little interesting. Well, here's
So
another thing.
but I think we were depending on Vincent coming back though.
But here's one thing.
We might get Strus then.
There was
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Brandon. The Heat aren't making it back to the finals anytime soon.
We'll be all right. You watch.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook said he's taking his time.
I heard he wasn't going back to the Clippers.
I heard he was going back to the Clippers
Since when?
since I don't know, like 3 days ago. I saw reports that he was probably going back to the Clippers, but he was going to take some time. Now here's the thing: if Russell Westbrook didn't go to the Clippers, where would y'all want to see him?
Miami.
That'd be cool.
Look.
Him and James Harden could come right to Miami.
Here's the thing.
James is staying.
No. James is getting traded.
James is leaving.
You're way behind.
Oh, I read that wrong. I read his thing wrong. My bad.
Yeah, he opted in to get traded.
Yeah,
I thought he opted into a that's my bad.
Which, if you want to talk James, well, let's finish Russell Westbrook and we'll get into James Harden. So Russell Westbrook, I think Miami is an option, but they're gonna have to keep a lot of shooters around him because
we're gonna have to
because I mean, you're gonna have
get.
Jimmy and Russ out. You're gonna have Jimmy and Russ out there. What do you really? I mean, we're gonna have to have some shooters out there. They have who?
Tyler Hero.
Okay.
If we can get Max Strus back.
Duncan Robinson.
Kayla Martin. Duncan Robinson.
There'll be some shooters. There'll be some shooters around.
Bio.
I don't really. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
We're gonna try to get James Harden too, man. We're gonna
Russell
try to get
Westbrook,
James Harden.
my whole thing is I would like to see it, but Russell Westbrook's not gonna live in Boston. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see him play with Jason Tatum, but it's not gonna happen. And to be honest with you, it's like I think Russell Westbrook is looking more like, like I'm trying to live in LA and do my thing, like. And if there was any other
well, then
place,
he can just become a fashion designer.
But I'm saying if there's any other place, it'd probably be Miami.
Fair to say.
I mean, there's nowhere else. I mean, except for what, like New York or somewhere like that. If we're talking like actual destination,
he needs like a big spot.
So
Milwaukee.
I think he stays with the Clippers. But speaking of James Harden,
I think he stays with the Clippers.
They're looking at James Harden possibly being traded to the Suns or the Clippers.
I heard that too.
The Suns, bro. They don't need him on the Suns. What are you doing?
Now, all right, Brandon. Where would you rather see James Harden go, the Clippers or the Suns?
Clippers.
I'm gonna have to say the Clippers, man. I don't want to see him go to dang Phoenix.
Look.
But if it was the Phoenix, that's gonna be even a worse defense. They will have no defenders. It'll be okay.
Let's be real.
It's gonna be a high scoring game.
Like I'm excited that Bradley Beal's on a team where they're gonna be talked about and they're gonna be looked at and they're gonna be talked about.
Shit,
Talked
I
about as one of the
forgot about
as
Bradley.
one of the top teams. But if you add James Harden to that team, bro, that's just too much.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing: if you add James Harden to the Clippers,
That's a lot too.
there's a really good chance that by the end of the regular season, you're looking at a bum-shouldered PG. Kawhi hasn't played in a month, and James Harden's going to drop off in the playoffs, and it's going to be the Russell Westbrook show. And I'm really scared of that. That's what I'm scared of happening. No, that doesn't.
Because it will happen.
That doesn't happen.
Nah.
That doesn't happen. Brandon, Paul George doesn't get hurt. Kawhi don't get hurt.
I don't think it'll happen in the sense that James Harden would fold in the playoffs, because the reason why they were folding is because he had to kind of be the man with the ball. Russ is going to be the man with the ball, obviously, and it's going to go back. He's going to just make his decisions. So if it's Russ's show, then he's going to get a lot of assists to Harden, because then Harden's just going to be wide open. And they still got other names too. They still they'll be okay.
I mean, they're gonna have to trade some of those names for Harden. They're not gonna get Harden for free.
That'll be all right.
They're gonna have to trade some names for Harden, and that's the thing. It's gonna be the same situation with Phoenix. It's gonna be the same situation with Brooklyn. It's gonna be the same situation. All these situations where we're gonna trade for a superstar, have no bench, have no depth, and next thing you know, oh what? Kawhi gets hurt. Now we really have no depth. Now we really have no bench. Now we really have no chance. Oh, PG's getting another fucking shoulder surgery. Oh, next, it's like
He should be. They should be good this season.
We say that every year. Every year we say this. Every year we're like, bro, Kawhi,
But you got
PG.
based off, if they're coming back, you got to be based off them being healthy and shit. Like they feel like they're 100% good to go.
But Kawhi, I mean, I can't think of a year Kawhi was healthy.
No. I mean, I can't either.
2019.
I'm about to say it's a little funny when he went to Toronto. He was perfectly fine.
Well, Spurs, he was not missing games because he wasn't the best player on that team.
Spurs, he started missing games when the Spurs medics were telling him, "You're fine." He's like, "No, I'm not," and they were like, "You're like fine."
Oh, I do remember that. Yes,
they were
yes.
They were like, "No, you're fine." He's like, "No, I'm not," and that's when this all started. This whole sitting out shit. He goes to Toronto, plays like 50, 60 games that regular season. That's cool. Balls out, wins the finals on a hurt Warriors team, which people don't talk about that much, and the luckiest shot ever versus Philadelphia.
Exactly. That game was tied though, so it could have gone into OT.
But after that, he bitches and complains until he gets to the Clippers. Talks about he's the new king, this and that, and has not done a goddamn thing in LA.
Not a fucking no one even fucking talks about him because he's not on the court.
You really can't defend shit he's done. And sure, when he's healthy, he balls, but it's just you can't stay healthy. And I wanted to bring this up specifically. I wanted to bring this quote up specifically. Tobias Harris. They talked about his trade speculations, and he said, "Oh, a casual Sixers fan will trade me for a crumble cookie." But then
heard that. Yeah.
He said, but you're not gonna find.
I would too.
He said you're not gonna find a 6'9" forward that can shoot 40%, defend every position, or defend the best player. And then what was the last thing he said? And play 70 games.
Yeah.
One of the top 3 reasons why Tobias Harris was campaigning. One of the top three reasons why Tobias Harris was saying, "Motherfucker, you want me," is because I'm gonna be available. Because that's a big part of this game now, bro, is availability. And Kawhi is not available.
Ever.
We were sitting
Either
here going,
he's hurt or he's just sitting out.
I was sitting here really convinced the Clippers might have beaten the Suns.
They could have.
And then and then you just got that report.
Shit. Didn't they get swept, or was it 4-1 against the Nuggets?
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good.
It definitely was like 4-1.
Wasn't good.
Yeah.
And
but they pretty much went through this shit.
To be honest with you,
wait, bro, did you hear about Brandon? You didn't hear about Max Strus?
Nah.
Cleveland, 4 years, $64 million.
Oh shit! Oh no!
We still got Hero.
Hey.
Still got Robinson. It's all right.
Hey, y'all kept Oladipo, so congratulations.
We're still getting James. Sorry.
Trash. Oladipo's
We
trash.
going
Brandon.
snatch him. We gonna
Brandon,
snatch him.
Brandon, don't tell me you're excited about Oladipo.
No, I said James. We
If
gonna
if
get
if,
Harden.
if you want to
Bro.
talk
We
about
gonna get Harden, bro. We finna
if you
steal
want to talk
Harden.
about staying healthy, it
We
ain't
gonna
Victor
steal.
Oladipo.
Yeah, I'm
No,
about to
it's
say you
not.
want to talk about
Did you see
availability.
what gonna be there
It
without him?
ain't Vic.
I'm about to say Brandon, come. You about to say come back to the screen. Come back to the screen. But to cap off the James Harden Russell Westbrook talk, I want to see Russ go somewhere where he has the best chance, and Miami could be that only because he's gonna be playing with people that are actually gonna fucking play, unless some freak injury happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kawhi and PG stay healthy, then perfect. Stay with the Clips, but I'm just not confident in that. I really don't know. I really don't know.
All right.
Y'all want to talk?
Let me give you some. Let me just give you a rundown of some of the bigger moves.
Well, okay. I was gonna bring up a move, but go ahead.
You can bring up a move before I do this.
Kyrie staying with Dallas.
Kyrie stays in Dallas for
I
what,
had it
4
written down.
years?
I had it written down that Kyrie was to meet with Phoenix, and then all of a
3
sudden
year, 126.
he's
Yep.
staying in Dallas. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all,
Hey,
I got more confidence in Dallas than I do Phoenix.
no,
Maybe.
I don't. They still need a little bit of defense.
Yeah, well, so does Phoenix.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, but they have an extra offense. They would need, like, they got Luca and Kyrie.
I think y'all will be surprised by the end of next season that Dallas will have a better record than Phoenix. They'll be a better team than Phoenix all around. I think I don't know. I just something in me, y'all, and y'all can sit
I
there
think
and
they can be.
y'all can sit there and do that, but y'all were the ones that convinced me the Suns were gonna be dog shit, even though they have 3 superstars on their team.
No,
They need
like
defense.
if Kyrie and Luca can find a way to actually gel and play good basketball together, then yes, they'll be better than the Suns because having 3 shooters on your fucking team ain't gonna do you no fucking good. Number one, if you can't play defense. Number two, if you got no other form of offense, you can shut that down pretty quick.
Okay. So we don't like Kyrie staying in Dallas.
I don't like
They
it,
need
but I don't hate it.
East.
I think it's workable.
Yeah, they still
I
need.
want I want him in a place for more than 1 or 2 years. I want him to put down ground. I want him to gel with a team and not be fucking kicked out on these 1-year deals and shit and say he's going to stay and not and all this shit. Now he's locked into a 3-year for 126, which is more than he's fucking worth right now. I don't even know how much money that is. That's a crazy amount of money. That's 40 mil a year. That's 42 mil a year. That's crazy money.
Oh wait, guys, we
Oh,
forgot.
you tripping? Kyrie's worth that much?
We forgot.
Kyrie is not worth 42 mil a
Yeah,
year. That's crazy.
he is, bro. He's a closer.
No.
No,
Guys,
there's not a closer
we
in
forgot.
What?
Portland was this close to making their championship team.
They almost got Dre.
They almost got their championship squad.
They got Jeremy Grant.
They got Jeremy Grant for way too
They
much
were never.
fucking money.
How much did they give
It
him?
was like 106 for 4 years.
God
Oh,
damn.
I thought it was like 160 for 5.
160?
He got 160 over 5.
What the
Yeah, it was like
fuck is going on?
163 over 5 years.
160 for 5 years.
Dame better get his ass out of there,
Right.
bro.
So
160 over
he
5.
declined the 4-year 112 million, bro. He declined that.
Yeah,
And
he got 160.
And I told
then
y'all Draymond was going to going back.
Oh yeah.
Draymond will never leave Golden State. He will
Draymond,
end his career in Golden State because he's got no other place anywhere
because he
else.
would get exposed. If he went anywhere else, he would get
Exactly.
exposed because that 6, 7, 8 wouldn't matter anywhere else.
No.
When you got the 2 greatest shooters alive ever, huh?
And you can pass down the rock
8,
4
7.
times a game? Great.
Bro, 8, 7, and 5. That shit ain't gonna matter in fucking Sacramento. Don't nobody care about that shit, but he's
Because they
staying in.
can't shoot in Sacramento.
It could have, but
Nah.
He's
I don't
gonna
like the
stay in Golden
odds.
State. He's gonna retire a
He is-
Warrior. He's gonna
Yes, he
hide.
will.
He's gonna hide behind that Curry shield for the rest of his career,
After this contract, he's gonna retire.
and he's gonna do what he
He
does.
ain't going nowhere else.
And something I was a little disappointed in. I was a little disappointed in. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Middleton staying with the Bucks.
Stays. And Giannis, we don't know what he's gonna do.
What you talking about?
I think he's not a free agent.
He's not a free agent right now, but I mean, their team is not set up to win a championship
No,
right now.
no, they're not.
No.
They
So,
need
I mean, there were talks of a Giannis trade or something, but I don't know.
they need trade.
Middleton, I think. Now, I'm not going to put him on Draymond's level, but I think he is who he is because he's playing with Giannis and he's on the Bucks. I don't think Middleton's that dude. He's not that fucking good.
I think you're stupid.
He's all right.
I think you're dumb for saying that.
I don't think so, though.
I think for you to even consider putting him on Draymond's level, what are you talking about?
No. I said I'm not going to put him on Draymond's level. I said he's only Chris Middleton because he plays with Giannis.
But there are games where Giannis has slacked, and we're talking playoff games,
Chris-
playoff series.
I understand.
And Chris
40
Middleton carried, pulled that.
Nah,
team
I
on his
understand, but they're
fucking
not making a
shoulders.
finals with just Chris Middleton. I'll tell you that much.
No,
They can
but
get playoffs.
no, but okay. But here's the thing, though. When you're Giannis, you add. You don't just leave.
No, I know, but say they put someone else on that fucking team.
Like who? Zach LaVine?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, because they're trying to get him out of Chicago. I'm not gonna lie. You send Zach LaVine over to Milwaukee, then what?
Then you get 12
You
points
still don't really
because
have,
he's
like-
going to get injured.
Y'all hate
You
for
only
what?
have shooter.
Y'all hate.
No.
what?
Bro, you be talking about everybody get injured. Zach LaVine finna get injured.
But here's the thing: we're sitting here talking about how Draymond's gonna hide behind Curry for the rest of his career, bro. If Zach LaVine and Chris Middleton get to sit behind Giannis, yeah, of course they're gonna get to eat. This shit's gonna be easy.
But only one shooter. Zach LaVine's, he can shoot. Like if he's hot, but if he's not, he ain't nothing.
And
Well,
that's
what
fine.
the hell's
Whatever.
Chris Middleton if he's somewhere else?
A great
Still
piece.
All forward.
If he's on fucking the Wizards, he's a great piece. I bet he
great
is.
two-way, bro. Okay, but here's the thing: you just picked a terrible NBA team and said Chris Middleton isn't gonna make them better. Yes, obviously that's not gonna fucking happen. But if you put Chris Middleton on a lot of these contender teams, a lot of these teams that are contenders, that's gonna put them over the fucking edge. You send Chris Middleton. If Chris Middleton signed with Memphis, we will be fucking talking about that shit. If Chris Middleton signed with Dallas, we'll be talking about that shit. But guess what?
Then why the fuck is he staying?
Guess what? He went back to Milwaukee because they gave him a shit ton of money. What are you talking about? That's
Fuck
why.
money, bro.
I think Chris Middleton could be a great piece in a lot of teams, and I think you're tripping.
Bucks just need one more shooting defender, and they'll be all right.
Shit, imagine if Milwaukee got Kyrie.
That would have been crazy.
If Milwaukee got Kyrie, you talking about Kyrie dishing it to Giannis and Chris Middleton?
That would have been a champion.
Come on, bro. That's
Hold up. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't seen Kyrie ball in a brick. So until he does, until he makes a team better.
With Dallas, but they was just
until he makes a team better,
bro.
Then I don't know what y'all talking about with Kyrie.
Kyrie can't make a team better if he's not on the court.
Kyrie was on the court. He made Dallas worse.
Bro, we haven't seen Kyrie play a full season since when?
Whose fucking fault is that? It's Kyrie's ass.
Okay, bro, come on, bro. We gonna sit here.
The thing with Kyrie when Lucas,
y'all be dick sucking Kyrie like he's some fucking dude who deserves $42 million a year. He doesn't. He's just a fucking. He's a problem. He's OBJ. He's Odell Beckham Jr. in the league.
No, he's not.
A problem.
Bro,
he's a problem child.
Bro,
he hasn't done
you're
shit.
You're comparing somebody who didn't play because he didn't want to get vaccinated to someone that's had 3 fucking serious injuries in the last 6 years. OBJ and Kyrie have 2 completely different scenarios. Yes,
They're both problems.
No, they're both trying to resurrect their careers.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen.
For 2 completely different reasons. Kyrie hasn't had a chance to fucking play a full season yet.
Kyrie signed this contract because he knows that this is him getting his bread.
I don't think Kyrie has played a full season of basketball since he's left Cleveland.
He probably hasn't, but this is him getting his bread. This is not him trying to make a championship run. This is Kyrie
I
getting bread.
I
It's the only team that was going to give him bread.
I don't think so.
No one else is giving him that amount of money.
So
don't
Kyrie
think so.
goes to Miami. He doesn't make them a championship team.
No.
Definitely does.
Why?
What other pieces do they have? They lost Strutz. They lost Vincent. They're finna lose everybody else.
Wait.
Oh, you signed Victor Oladipo, who's played 4 games this year
Wait. So when they're
and
running,
sat on the bench when he was
have-
healthy.
so when
Tyler, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. That's 4 people.
so
And then what the
And we
fuck
have
is
a main
Kyrie
ball
add to
handler.
that?
IQ. He's a ball handler that can dribble the ball down the court, make the right decision.
And then
Hey,
how are they facing
Brandon,
up
come
against?
back on the app. You're cutting out a little bit, but
How are they facing up against every other team in the league and every other team in the East?
bro, but we're sitting here talking about a team that made it to the finals with Kyle fucking Lowry running point, bro.
Kyle Lowry wasn't even running shit. He was barely on the fucking court.
Because they didn't have a point guard.
But what I'm saying is, as much as the Heat had a good season this year, shit ton of other teams are getting better in the East. And to be quite honest with you, they got hot. The Heat got hot, tried to fuck around. All their shooters, all their undrafted shooters got hot. But Kyrie's not doing shit to this team. If they don't have other shooters, Kyrie, what's up 22 and has 10 assists? But
Is Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero not shooters?
Duncan barely, Duncan played 10 minutes in that big game, had 10 points in the fourth quarter. He played the fourth quarter, had 10 points. He didn't have shit the rest of the game.
So your shooters coming off the bench getting 10 points in the fourth quarter. That's not something.
One game. Duncan ain't do shit the
And
rest
Kyrie
of the playoffs.
leads the league in fourth quarter points per game.
You're bringing up one game, though. You're bringing
But they
up
can't
one
lose.
game.
No, I'm saying Duncan had one good game this playoffs.
Bro, come on.
But, all right. If
Yeah,
Kyrie leads the
great
fourth
playoff
quarter playoffs, why
performance.
the fuck did the Mavs not make the playoffs? I mean,
The Mavs-
in fourth quarter points, why didn't the Mavs make the playoffs?
They
The
got
Mavs
no
were
beef.
undefeated when it was just Kyrie on the court. When Luka stepped back on and it was him and Kyrie, they started.
But the Mavs were good when it was just Luka.
No,
And
they
then
They
weren't.
were in the
when it was just
playoffs.
Bro,
Kyrie.
but they weren't going to do shit. They weren't getting
They
anything
were in
done.
the playoffs, though.
Okay, and
They
we were
had
making
no
and
chemistry
what were we
together. They
doing?
have to learn how to play with each other.
We were making fun of them for losing in the playoffs.
All right, how many people have learned how to play with Kyrie except for LeBron James?
How many
A
people have
lot.
gotten a chance to?
How many people over the past 6
KD,
years?
James
Devan,
Harden were
how
13
many
and
times
3.
has Kyrie played half a fucking season?
Who knows how good fucking Kyrie
The last
is
time
right now?
the last time he did it, they got to the playoffs and the Bucks beat them because Kevin Durant didn't wear a smaller size shoe.
Because here's the thing. KD went 0 for 6 in overtime. Here's the thing. KD.
Yeah, but if he had a smaller size shoe, there is no overtime. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what that means. But.
KD. Either way, he was on the line. KD, James Harden, and Kyrie healthy playing together. That's scary. We got to see that 10 times.
16 times.
Like
They
I'm
went
saying,
13-3. We saw it.
You're sitting here going, well, who's been able to work with Kyrie? But you're using very skewed, like
no.
But he was fantastic
right,
in Boston when he played him in Boston.
If Kyrie if Kyrie was still in Boston, Boston would have been scary,
bro.
They would have won a championship.
The same way that you talk about Kawhi, saying, "Oh, he sucks because he's not on the fucking court." It should be the same way we talk about Kyrie because he's not on the fucking court.
Okay, and
when he is on this court, he's not playing to Kawhi's level.
Yes, he is. That's funny that you say that.
No, he's not.
Better than Kawhi.
He's better than Kawhi Leonard. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. And that's the same
Kyrie
reason.
was playing with Luka, they were losing games. They did not make the playoffs.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought up
because they've never played with each other before.
The way I talk about Kyrie versus Kawhi, the same reason I talk about OBJ versus Deshaun Watson. Why do I have more confidence in Deshaun Watson over OBJ? Deshaun Watson wasn't playing because of off the fucking field shit. OBJ can't stay healthy. Kyrie has not been playing because of off the fucking court shit. Kawhi can't stay healthy.
they're still not
And
playing.
Kyrie makes two
But-
Now,
crazy
all right,
impact.
Okay,
all right.
but you're
He's a
okay. But here's the
All right,
thing.
to be completely
But
honest, how many times are we? No, how many times are we actually saying Kawhi's not playing because of injuries or because he just doesn't want to
every
play?
game.
every year,
No.
single year.
Real injuries.
It doesn't
Because he's
matter.
not playing for
He's
some
saying
dumb shit.
it doesn't matter. He is hurt. It's the same. Okay, you could say the same thing about AD if you want to talk about
It's
real
real because
injuries.
when he comes and plays in the game, he actually does get injured.
Like
no, but when doctors say that he's good to play and he's like, "Nah, I'm injured."
okay,
And then he goes
That's
out
a
in the court
great-
and he's injured.
That's
He
off the
gets
court.
hurt.
bro, but we have watched him tear his fucking knee off his bone. Like we see him get hurt. He
Mhm.
gets hurt. Kawhi
Ankles
can't stay
gone.
healthy.
Ankles
Kawhi
are gone.
cannot
What
stay
the
healthy.
hell are the Mavericks gonna do next year with Kawhi being there for fucking 3 years
Kyrie.
and no other pieces?
Okay, but you're
They're gonna get other pieces.
I was about to say
You're
you're
gonna pick off
assuming
right
you're
now. It's first
assuming
day of free agency.
it's the first day free agency, and you're assuming that this is the roster they're rocking with next year.
Right?
Who the fuck else are they gonna get?
I don't know. I didn't think Cleveland was going to get Max Struss, but there you go.
They can get Brooke Lopez. They can get Kevin Love.
All right, you got to quit
There's
the
still
Kevin
free
Love
agents
talk.
out there.
The Kevin Love talk is wild.
Here's the thing, though.
Veteran presidents that can get you rebounds and buckets when needed.
You're going
defenses.
Like, Devan, you're bouncing around because you're going, well, he won't do shit in Dallas. Okay, let's say he can't do shit in Dallas. But then I ask you, if he goes to a team like Milwaukee, if he goes to a team like Miami, how could he not make that team better if he's on the court?
That's all he will do.
If he's on the court. But in Miami, I don't think he's doing shit with no shooters.
Here's the thing, though, Devan. Here's the thing, though. I'm a lot more confident.
And
I'm a lot more
as
confident.
much as we praise Jimmy, what the fuck did he do in the finals?
I'm a lot more confident. Okay, but what the fuck is he gonna have to do if Kyrie's in there? If Kyrie's there too,
Kyrie would have taken over.
Jimmy's still gonna have to step up.
Here's the thing, though. You're going if he plays. Yes, I'm a lot more confident that the guy that didn't play because he was in New York and they have a crazy mandate for vaccines. Yeah, that guy might play in Florida. That guy might or play in Texas. He might fucking play.
Yeah.
But this guy, Kawhi,
he would have played the whole time.
It don't matter where Kawhi is. Kawhi has been where he wants to be. He wanted to be a Clipper. He wanted to be in LA. That man cannot stay healthy.
All right, but if you think you threw Kyrie on the Miami's roster right now, they're a fucking championship team. I don't fucking think so. I don't think they're making the finals. It was a fucking fluke that they made it there in the fucking first place.
Just made it to the finals. That would be.
It was a fluke that they made it there in the first place.
No.
And Mikey, you know this.
No,
you were riding with
they
Boston
went
all
against the
fucking time.
best teams in the league.
You were riding with Boston.
It's team chemistry.
Whoa.
You weren't riding with them, but you were saying
for
years you've said that Boston is a good team.
I'm crazy for thinking a team that's a contender every year.
Eric
Spoelstra
is a god at basketball, bro. He has a basketball mind. We have Pat Riley who also like pipes in. Like we have great staff. Like it's crazy.
It goes one of two ways.
Kyrie would have been.
It goes one of two ways. It's either that was a fluke that 8C made it, or it was they didn't take the regular season serious and then they turned it on in the playoffs. Which I feel like a lot more people are running with that. A lot more people are running with that narrative than saying, "Oh, this was a fluke."
All right, but they just lost two pieces.
They're running with that narrative because it literally happened. 2020 happened.
Devin,
they get there.
Devin, I guarantee you're sitting here going, but they just lost two pieces. I guarantee you, if when I said
those were just role players.
Hold on, though. If they say Gabe Vincent stayed in Miami, say Max stayed in Miami. If I said the same thing about Kyrie and you said, well, who's there? And I named those names, you would have said, who the fuck is Gabe Vincent? Who the fuck is Max? You would have said the same shit.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Brandon just said that they're both role players, but they were the biggest pieces in that fucking team.
No, go look at their stats.
That whole team is role players.
No, exactly. It was the whole
that whole team with Jimmy and Bam is role players.
I think Kyrie with Bam. I think Kyrie with Bam, Jimmy, Duncan, fucking Tyler Hero. I think that would have been a scary team.
We still didn't even have Tyler Hero, and bro, when we were losing, we weren't losing by like 20 every freaking game.
All right, but
Tyler Hero would have made that difference.
Right. When did Tyler Hero have his great year? It was it 2020? And then after that, what? Y'all were calling for his fucking name. Y'all wanted him out of there.
I didn't.
Who's y'all?
I didn't.
I'm saying the Heat.
He
The
he
Heat.
averaged.
I
He
don't.
still averaged 20 points. He was
People,
fine.
No.
He went on a slump.
He was dog shit. He was riding the bench.
but
He was
people,
on a slump.
Miami
People do
fucks.
that. He'll
Miami
be
fucks with
fine.
Hero.
Exactly.
Hero, I know, but Hero
Everybody
2
down
years ago
here.
was riding the goddamn bench.
Everybody down here, bro. He's in a slump. Shooters getting a slump. He'll be fine.
Oh, he was in a slump.
Exactly. Look at him
All
now.
right, let's
Look at him now. He's hurt.
let's cap off. This is
Before
a
he got
good.
hurt. Come on now.
This is I think
Well,
this is. Let's cap off this Kyrie talk. Let's get into this road to the Super Bowl because
Wait, there's other moves that happen.
okay.
None of them are important, actually.
No. Ruin the transition. What are the other? What are the other pickups?
Rui re-signed with the Lakers.
Derrick Rose can go. Derrick Rose is going to the Grizzlies, so he can teach John Morant how to end his career early.
The
I think
Grizzlies.
he already figured that out.
Yeah, he's going to the Grizzlies, so he can. Yeah,
What?
I know, but he wants to end it immediately.
I thought he was going to Chicago.
Poor taste.
Cam Reddish,
Devin.
Cam Reddish and Rui are in LA. Fred VanVleet to the Rockets, which means nothing. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, y'all want to do some road to the Super Bowl?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Road to the Super Bowl. We're finishing the AFC North, and Brandon, I want to say to you, even though the third place for AFC North doesn't matter, Pittsburgh might get it. Pittsburgh might. The Browns might be the worst team, but not because of Deshaun Watson, because of that shit. But I've been looking, and let's go right. Let's talk about the Steelers first, anyways. I'm looking at what I think they need to do on offense, what I think they need to do on what I think they need to do on defense. Or I'm looking at their offense, I'm looking at their defense. Besides the quarterback position, which I know is vital, I know it's important, they got a fucking squad.
Who? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they got
Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Allen Robinson, Pat Fairmouth at tight end. I mean, they got some weapons, bro.
Whoa! You're leaving names out. George Pickens.
I'm so sorry, George fucking Pickens. Like they got a squad.
Mm-hmm.
If Kenny Pickett can figure that out, I'm a little worried. You know why I'm a little worried?
Because in the
They're
defense,
gonna have a fucking good defense next season, bro. We're talking a mix
TJ
of
Watt.
we're talking a mix of skill and experience. We're talking
TJ, Micah.
We're talking Cam.
What?
We're talking
What?
Minka. They
What?
picked up
Minka.
They picked up They picked up Patrick Peterson.
What?
They picked up Keanu Neal.
What? What? For real?
Cole Holcomb at linebacker.
I didn't know.
Hey,
no, Neil.
Cole Holcomb went to Pittsburgh.
Cole Holcomb is a Pittsburgh Steeler. A great
bitch,
linebacker.
Dude. What a bitch.
You still got Cam Hayward, like bro.
I like Cole. I was a fan of Cole. What a bitch.
This defense is gonna be scary.
Damn.
This defense is gonna be scary.
I know
Mason Rudolph.
My defense.
Mason Rudolph.
I know
Mason Rudolph, the helmet bouncer, dude.
See, but it's gonna be Kenny Pickett.
It's gonna be Kenny.
It's gonna be Kenny. It's not even gonna be Trubisky.
They still got Mitch on their roster.
Let's say it's gonna be Kenny Pickett playing the Q. And besides that, I mean, TJ last year was 6 weeks on IR, so they're obviously gonna get him back.
They got Miles Boykin.
I could care less about Miles Boykin and his career as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
They got Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson is another pickup they had.
That's a good pickup.
So I do want to take a look at the Steelers' schedule this season and see maybe how difficult we think it's going to be. What we think.
All right, last name. The last name I'm going to bring
What's up?
LaRaven Clark.
Nice.
All right, out of 10 on 3. Rated out of 10 on 3.
What's the name again?
1. LaRaven. LE sky comma Raven Clark.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
9.5.
8.5. Okay.
Dude, 9.5.
No? What are you talking about?
It's a 8.5.
9.5. The name LaRaven.
LaRaven, dude.
Come on, bro. That's a name right there.
That's LaRaven. What?
All right,
His name is
so
Lil Raven, bro.
the Steelers are opening. The Steelers are opening up their season versus the Niners. Not the best. I mean, we don't really know what the Niners are going to look like next season, so that'll be interesting. Obviously, they got the
Fairly
Browns,
decent.
Yeah, that's real
Browns
interesting.
twice, Bengals twice, Ravens twice. Um, they're going to play Texans, Raiders, maybe some easy, maybe a couple dubs they could pick up over there. The Rams, we don't know what the Rams are going to look like. The Jags, we don't know what they're going to look like. Titans could be a dub. For Packers, I'm sorry, Brandon. Cardinals, Patriots, Colts, Seahawks.
Okay, me too.
All right. But the Steelers'
No, I mean,
schedule,
like,
depending on how their offense looks,
I got you.
depending on how the Steelers' offense looks next year, they could steal a lot of these dubs, or they could steal a lot of these games, especially versus Browns versus the
Browns for sure.
Raiders, Texans, Jags, Titans, Rams. I mean, Cardinals, Patriots, Colts.
I don't know how
there's
is Cooper Kupp still a Ram?
Yes,
uh,
he's just hurt.
we
That's a
mean,
dumb question, but I mean, I don't know how the Rams are going to look. The Rams might be good. Matt Stafford's probably going to be coming back. I don't know how they're going to look.
that's the thing. I don't know how good the Rams are going to be.
Their
No one
defense.
knows. Shit, we didn't know when Matt Stafford went there.
But I mean, hey, that's kind of the point of this road to the Super Bowl shit. When we get to the NFC West, we'll be able to figure out how good the Rams are going to fucking be. But
Yeah,
you
pieces.
know, I think for the Steelers, I think it does come down to what Kenny Pickett's going to do.
Because again, like you said, Mikey, you said any team with a good defense can go fucking 9-8, and they will.
They will.
But that's not going to get them to the playoffs, especially in this division, because we don't know how good the Browns are going to be. Ravens, if they can stay healthy, are going to be good, and the Bengals hopefully aren't good, but they will be good. So yeah, we really don't know, but yeah, no, if Kenny Pickett can fucking sling that bitch, because he's got the pieces to now. If he can sling
Yeah.
that bitch, they might be a team to fuck with.
He has weapons that you could give any quarterback you consider top 15, and they
Yeah.
could win. They could make it happen.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, Najee's a fucking dog, dude.
dude, Najee, Deontay, fucking George Pickens, Allen Robinson, Fairmouth at
Allen
tight
Robinson.
end. I mean, come
Wait, do
on,
they still
bro.
have Freiermuth?
Yeah,
Yep.
They do have Freiermuth. He's a
that
dog, and he's young too.
that team is
Yep.
gonna be a little scary. But let's talk about the reigning AFC North champions, the
The
Cincinnati
Bengals.
Bengals, which offense is obvious. They got to keep doing what the fuck they're doing. Joe
Lamar.
Burrow is probably going to he's gonna have another year. He's gonna do what he does, probably be in the MVP candidate conversation and all this shit.
Unless he tears that ACL again, which would suck.
Jamar Chase is no, we don't wish injuries on podcasts.
Okay,
Jamar
unless
Chase,
he
He
slips.
said, "Fuck."
Jamar Chase is probably gonna continue to grow and be a top. I don't know where y'all have him, but a top receiver in the league.
Top 5.
Still have Boyd, still have Higgins, still have great pieces. Joe Burrow, and like I said, if you gave Joe Burrow the pieces that Kenny Pickett has, Super Bowl
Yeah.
bound. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Let's also use this time to figure out who players on teams are as we're going through these lists. Like their tight end is fucking Irv Smith Jr.
Yeah, he used to play for Minnesota.
Do they not have Njoku anymore?
No, he's
No, for Cleveland.
yeah, he's a Brown.
He's on the Browns. Sorry, I'm being stupid. But the Bengals starting
I would say, yeah,
tight
he
end
was
is
never
Irv
a
Smith
Bengal.
Jr. He's on the Browns. My bad. So they don't really have much of a tight end.
I will say I was taking a look at their defense,
Sam
Yes.
Hubbard,
and I'm not gonna lie.
Trey Henderson, Logan
Don't-
Wilson.
Don't be shocked if their defense is a little shaky.
Their backfield seems shaky.
They don't good defense.
Nothing really caught my eye.
They don't have a good defense, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Don't be surprised if their defense is shaky. But when I say that like, okay,
They get rid of Appleby, or they still got him.
Appleby.
Appleby. No, he gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eli Apple or Eli.
Eli's gone. I
Eli
don't even know
Apple
where
is.
Eli is.
I don't know, he's probably a free agent. But here's the
Apple.
thing: when you got a
Apple.
when you got a team like the Bengals who might have a crazy good offense, but then their
Free agent.
defense, say their defense is like lackluster, like their defense is top 20, like 20 to 30 or 20 to 32 range. They're not going to beat a team like the Chiefs.
No.
Now, I understand they beat the Bills last season, playoffs, whatever, but 2 out of 3 games, I'm probably taking the Bills.
Honestly. And that, never mind. I don't even know what else.
But
Nope.
but when you have, and I think in the NFL, like today, like in today's game, where a team like the Steelers can have a crazy arsenal of weapons, if you let a team like the Steelers knock y'all off once, a lot of teams are going to be able to beat the Bengals. If Pittsburgh comes in there and knocks them off with a decent quarterback, crazy good weapons, a solid defense,
That's what
teams
I'm
like
saying. The Bengals aren't that fucking nice, dude.
teams like the fucking
They're dope.
Bills, teams like the Bills and the Chiefs are going to roll right over them.
And now I'm gonna be complete. If Joe Mixon don't stay healthy, they ain't got shit else running for him. Obviously they got receivers, but that's about it. They don't have a tight end. They got a decent O line, but again, they're still rebuilding that O line.
Where'd
I'd say
Higbee
the best part of their defense is their starting front guys: Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader, Trey Henderson, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt. Outside of that, they don't have much. A Woozy.
Woozy, I mean,
Where did
They don't got much.
Tyler Higbee go?
I don't know.
Oh,
Hig-
see, that was their tight end.
I don't know. Where did Tyler Higbee go, Devin? I do not remember.
Bro, Higbee's on the Rams. What are you talking about?
The
Higbee's been on the Rams.
Higbee was a Ram last year.
Higbee's been
Who
a
did they
Ram. Higbee's
have?
been a Ram his whole career.
Who did they fucking have?
You're thinking of T. Higgins, bro. He's a receiver.
No. I know T Higgins, but I thought they still had Higbee.
I've been thinking of
No,
Tyler.
Higbee's been a Ram his whole career.
I've been thinking
Who
of
was
Tyler. I've been thinking of Tyler Eifert this whole time.
That's what I'm thinking of. Eifert.
Eifert's been gone for a
I'm about
brick.
to say,
Bro.
yeah, I know he's been out. He's out of there.
Let me figure out who their tight end was
Who the
last year.
fuck is their tight end?
2022.
They had
Who was Joe Burrow throwing to a tight end? Why can I not-
Mitchell Wilcox.
No.
They didn't have much. They just had 3 good receivers.
Damn, they did that without a tight end. Fuck, they get a tight end, boy. It's over.
Well, the tight end is like, as much as it's an important position, it's kind of being
It's going. It's
little bit. No,
like if they get someone like Kittle, bro, it's over.
But no.
But it's
no.
well, obviously,
no.
but it's important to certain teams. But the position is not as necessary as it used to be.
No. Fuck George Kittle. You catch a team lacking. You're Cincinnati. You catch a team lacking that's desperate, and you ask Atlanta for Kyle Pitts.
That's what I'm saying. Get pissed up in there too.
Logan Thomas.
Why should that be a
Logan Thomas? All right, I figured out who our tight end was. Is Logan Thomas from Washington.
Yep.
Yeah, good job. You figured it out.
They can get Logan Thomas and they'll be dogs.
Dogs.
All right, but it would be better than fucking what's his fucking name? Irv Smith.
I don't know. He was kind of nice. I think he played for Minnesota.
Bro, he had 182 yards last year, bro.
As a what?
Like, as a tight end.
Third? No, I'm talking about like as a third string, second string.
The plain simple. The Bengals on offense need to just keep producing. Their defense.
I'm going to be honest. The Bengals keep winning this division because the other teams who have better pieces aren't performing and aren't staying healthy. The Bengals should not be the best team in this division.
But with that being said,
plain and simple.
With that being said, I will put in my prediction and say I'm gonna say the Browns are the 4th, the Steelers are the 3rd, Bengals are the 2nd, and the Ravens are back on top.
I'm split between. I'm thinking Baltimore 1. I'm thinking Cincy or Pittsburgh 2. I think it's a coin flip between them. And then I think Cleveland's still going to fight for a spot. I mean, shit, they went 7-10 last year with Brissett.
I'm about to say, do you
I don't know.
think it
It's going to be tight next year.
is it going to be tight because of a Bengals fall off, or just because of how good
No,
potentially
no.
Cleveland or Pittsburgh is?
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the Bengals aren't going to fall off because they're not as good as they think they are. They're going to play to their own level, and all the other teams around them are going to now play to the level that they should be playing at. The Ravens didn't play at the level they should be playing at, and they still went 10-7. Pittsburgh was still 9-8, and Cleveland was still 7-10. So as long as the other teams play up to where they should be, Cincinnati's nowhere near the best team in this division.
Okay.
Because Cincinnati honestly got lucky because Baltimore was hurt. They got lucky Huntley was playing that motherfucking game and tried to sneak one over from the fucking third, from the 3-yard line or some bullshit. And they got lucky that Pittsburgh was ass. They got lucky that Cleveland was ass. They got lucky.
You just brought up a bad memory.
I know I did. I was watching that game. It was fucking stupid. I know I'm not a fan, but still they're a close team and I ride with them sometimes. But
And I mean, I'm
Cleveland's
saying,
not as good as
I'm gonna
they're
say
not
this.
as good as you think they are.
I'm gonna say this now. And I mean, I don't know if I got to remind y'all, but being on the podcast, y'all kind of got to watch as much football as y'all can this upcoming season.
Fuck yeah. And football is the only sport where I'm like,
would you say?
where I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that shit.
Always do, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like on 1 p.m. on Sundays, I'm having every game on.
See, but Brandon, we didn't have you on before.
Yeah, we
Now
didn't have you on before.
I'm usually working on Sundays, so it's like I'll catch some of the games, I'll catch the highlights, I'll catch the recaps and whatever, but like I'm not watching
Now you're gonna have two guys on the
every
pod that
play.
got to watch the games on Sunday, and
But I'll still have recaps and everything.
Devin will know. But y'all want to do a bracket?
No Wordles or Weddles.
No Wordles or Weddles today. Y'all want to do a bracket? We got a bracket today with the 16 best defensive players drafted in the top 15 from the 21st century.
From the 21st century.
No stats, more just conversation.
Bet.
What they did for the team they were drafted for, how good of a draft pick it was. 16 defensive players, starting with Julius Peppers, second pick in 2002 to the Carolina Panthers, versus Aaron Donald.
You know my thoughts on Aaron, but I don't know.
What are your thoughts on Aaron, Devan?
I don't like the guy. I think he should not have been the fucking 3-time whatever the fuck defensive player of the year. I think it's bullshit.
Shout out TJ.
Yep.
Shout out TJ all fucking day. Number 2. Brandon, can you see me?
Nope.
That's weird. I can see you fully. Don't do the Kodak. Is that what it is?
Was that your Aaron Donald? Was that your Aaron Donald take?
Well, all right. As much as Aaron Donald is a great football player, he's not.
If he could see me, I gotta see him, bro.
Bruh, but as much as Aaron Donald is a great football player, he's not the reason the Rams won the Super Bowl, number one. And he's not the dude that everyone fucking talks about. Because honestly, it's fucking straight up bullshit that they talk about him so much. Like he's some fucking incredible fucking piece to their fucking team. I think it's bullshit. I think he's an interior lineman who's good, and that's about it. But on to the conversation. Julius. I like Julius. I know Brandon likes Julius.
But you gotta look at it like this, bro. What did Julius mean?
He didn't really do nothing for Carolina, though.
What he do? Get him in a Super Bowl?
Yeah, but Aaron helped them seal the deal.
I mean, Aaron is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Aaron did win a Super Bowl.
If it wasn't for that sack, boy.
There's a lot of people. Look, there's a lot of people on this list that he might lose to, but I think he beats Peppers.
Peppers in Carolina.
I
And
can agree with that.
it's just his first stint in Carolina because technically he had 2 stints in Carolina, but can only talk about the
But
first run with them.
he's been a Ram his whole career, and I can agree with that.
And
That's fair.
it's simply what's the better draft pick? I mean, Julius Peppers left.
True.
So there you go. Nick
Left
Bosa,
and way
Miles Garrett.
Nick Bosa.
Obviously, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, pick 2 in 2019. Miles Garrett, pick number 1 for
Pick
Cleveland
1, yeah.
in 2017.
I'm gonna say Nick Bosa.
It's Bosa.
I'm gonna say I'm glad it was that easy. Nick Bosa moving on. All right, so now we have Terrell Suggs
Ooh,
versus Joey Bosa.
Oh, T Sizzle. T Sizzle all fucking day.
He-
All right, Micah Parsons, Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor.
That
Mike
was
has played what, 2 years?
that was a lob. That was a lob for y'all. That was a lob. That was a lob just to make sure Sean Taylor won a fucking round in on it bracket history.
I love Sean Taylor, bro.
I mean, you love Sean Taylor. Devin's a Washington
That
fan. Y'all are perfect.
that
I didn't get to see much of Sean Taylor in my life, but
bro, those were one of my his highlights, bro. I used to watch them bitches religiously.
Yeah, no, Sean. I mean, Sean Taylor was a different fucking beast, and he definitely,
absolute dog.
at least for
That's who
now, I think Micah at the end of his career is probably gonna have a great career, but not yet. Not yet. He ain't beating Sean
Not
Taylor
yet.
yet. He ain't beating Sean Taylor yet. Sean Taylor
Sean
had
Taylor, Cowboys defense, would have been raw as fuck. Like they probably would have won the Super Bowl by now.
Thomas Davis, Fletcher Cox.
Thomas Davis Jr.
Thomas Davis.
It's I'm gonna be honest with you, it's Fletch.
It's got to be Fletch.
As much as I love TD, it's Fletch
It's
because
Fletch.
TD's a fucking dog. He was an animal with Luke Kuechly, and the two of them brought them to the Super Bowl with their defense. But it's not TD. It's Fletcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree on that.
I mean, Fletcher hasn't left the Eagles yet.
Luke Kuechly, Brian Urlacher.
Oh,
Brian Urlacher. I hated that man, bro.
Urlacher is a better player, I think.
100%.
Fletcher Cox is only 32.
As a Green Bay fan, I hated Brian Urlacher, bro. I hated every time we had to play Chicago. That means it's gonna be one
Look,
hell of a game.
I know we don't like the stat watch on these type of brackets, but I'm really curious. I'm a little curious, Devin.
Yeah, no, I'm
In the comparison of Brian Urlacher and Luke Kuechly, because
moving, dude. I'm moving. Hold on.
there was a time where I looked up and Luke Kuechly had like 150 tackles every fucking season.
Dude, Luke was an absolute animal.
Bro, he knew the play before that shit was gonna happen, bro.
And obviously I watched way more Luke Kuechly than I watched Brian Urlacher. I
For
basically
sure.
watched Luke Kuechly's entire career.
Honestly. All right.
I did.
Urlacher, he's a Hall of Famer already. 8-time Pro Bowl, 4-time All-Pro. He's got 41 sacks in his whole career. He's got 1,046 tackles his whole career. 11 forced fumbles. Are there any other important stats? He's got 22 picks, 16 fumble recoveries. Yeah, 41.5 sacks. Let me pull up Luke. Because this is probably one of the only times we'll get the same position in this shit. 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. He's got
I don't know.
18 interceptions. He's got
How many tackles?
7 forced fumbles,
How many tackles?
12.5 sacks.
How many tackles?
He's got
Before you say
690 solo tackles.
how many years
compared to
how many years did he play?
Kuechly played from 12 to 19, so 8 years.
Okay.
And Urlacher played from 2000 to 2012, so 13 years. Solo, yeah, 1,300, no,
Yeah, but one on
1,046 solo for Urlacher and
one
690.
defensive era though too.
Is there
Like, I
any
would say Urlacher had a
If we look
era.
at combined,
41 and
Kuechly,
a half sacks to 12 and a half too.
and Kuechly in his whole career has 1,000 combined tackles.
are there any depoys for Urlacher?
I don't think so.
He's got 2. No, sorry. Urlacher has 1 defensive rookie of the year and depoy. Kuechly has a D-Roy and a depoy, so about the
Yeah,
same amount.
Right,
yeah.
it's close.
It's Urlacher.
It's close. Luke was just on a better team. It's Urlacher. It's
Yeah,
or
and yeah, combined tackles, Kuechly has them with. I mean, like year by year, he's got 164 his rookie year, 156, 153,
I think if
130,
if
144.
Luke Kuechly's career didn't end so abruptly, it might be a different conversation. But
Yeah.
if y'all don't remember, he just could not stay fucking healthy and just kept getting concussed and was just done.
Yeah.
We got Von Miller. Ooh. We got Von Miller versus Darrell Revis.
Revis Island.
But I need y'all to remember, this is Revis just
Miller was the reason that Keckley didn't have a ring.
Kuechly.
Keckley.
Okay. You're saying Darrell with who?
Darrell versus Von Miller. Oh, Darrell with the Jets.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Von Miller's the reason.
Versus Von Miller with the Broncos. We got a Super Bowl MVP on that motherfucker's name, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing though. Let's not sit here and just ignore the fact that, especially for Brandon's love for corners, Darrell Revis was an absolute fucking lockdown.
Monster. Oh, he was crazy.
I mean, Revis Island. I mean,
That man was crazy.
I
But
am leaning towards Vaughn.
I'm gonna have to say Von just simply because Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I don't know if it's recency bias. I
You
don't know.
Let
Like,
me just check something really quick.
Von also had a defense player of the year once.
And
Never mind.
and we're just talking about that Super Bowl winning year, but Vaughn dominated with Denver for a while.
Well, it was what? DeMarcus Ware and Vaughn.
And then
And
he
that shit
won
was scary as fuck.
won with the Rams too, but we're talking about with them with the Broncos.
We're not talking about him with the Rams, brother.
No, we're talking about him.
All right, Revis has 29 picks.
Shut that shit right down.
Quick.
Vaughn has 123.5 sacks as a D end or outside linebacker, whatever you want to call him. 8-time Pro Bowl, 3-time All Pro.
It's Vaughn.
Yeah,
It's Vaughn.
It's
has to be.
Vaughn. It's Vaughn. It's Vaughn. We got DeMarcus Ware. Oh. DeMarcus Ware versus JJ Watt.
Ooh.
Damn, I don't like to put DeMarcus Ware there, but
He's
JJ Watt.
crazy.
It's gotta be like JJ's the like if
Okay.
But what did he do with Houston?
Okay. Okay,
defense player of the
hold
year.
on, stop. I'm about to
Three
say,
times.
hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. Houston is a terrible team.
that
Is a
was a
terrible
crazy defense.
organization. JJ Watt.
Remember when they Foster and shit that year? Nah, yeah, you have to go with JJ Watt, bro. I ain't gonna
JJ
lie.
Watt
But
had the NFL by the balls at one point.
balls.
It's
He had
crazy,
the NFL by the balls at one point.
crazy.
I mean, JJ Watt. I remember with
I
Houston,
mean, to
it got
be
to the
one of the biggest players in the NFL and to be on one of the worst teams in history.
No, bro, their defense was
it got to
crazy,
it
and they
got
had
Their
Aaron.
defense wasn't
it
that
got
crazy.
to look.
They had pieces, but
It
they just
got
didn't have
to
a
the
quarterback
it
to beat
got to
them.
the point. It got to the point where JJ Watt was getting a sack and getting the ball, picking it up and scoring, and then next thing you know, catching like a fade in the end zone on the
Yeah,
on offense. I mean, JJ Watt is
I remember that.
ridiculous.
Shit. They had Watson, Hopkins, damn Clowney, Tyron Matthew,
See,
bro.
the
They had
Clownies,
it.
Clowney, bro. I don't.
Don't bring
No,
Clowney into
he
this.
was raw with that team. He was raw with that team when he got drafted there. He was raw with them
He
at
had
first.
like a good year.
Him and JJ were crazy together, bro.
He had a good year, but Clowney is.
But it was
Bro, all
that
right,
one year
Listen,
he
listen.
had.
hold up.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. There's a
He was
reason.
awesome,
There's a reason he's not on this list.
bro. Listen,
But
I know, but when his 1 year when it was Watson, Hopkins, when it was all of them on that team, bro, that's when they all excelled.
but it was still a terrible organization. Now, who's won comeback player of the year or who's been voted as comeback player of the year twice? But JJ Watt in 2014 was
Monster,
runner up to be the MVP. He's
monster.
got two 20 and a half sack seasons, a 17 and a half, a 16, a 10 and a half. I mean, absolute animal.
Yeah,
It's JJ Watt. All right, moving on to the second round. We got Aaron Donald versus Nick Bosa.
Bosa. He should have won Defensive Player of the Year like the last year that Aaron won the his shit.
Let me
Brandon, what are
do a
you eating?
little.
Edibles over there?
Let me do a little.
I wish.
Let me do a little bit of.
What are you smoking crack over there, brother?
Let me do a little bit of research over here. Let me
Mikey,
pull
now
Nick.
what's your initial thought?
My initial thought is Aaron Donald.
Thank you.
My initial thought is Aaron Donald without question, really. Now, when I go to Nick Bosa, we got basically 3 seasons. One season and he only played 2 games. He defensive rookie of the year. He was defensive player of the year. 3-time Pro Bowler.
He's been in the league how
eight,
long?
4 years. Played 3 full seasons. Had 18 and a half
All three.
sacks. 18 and a half sacks last year, 15 and a half the year before.
The tackles. I think match them up to the. Well, I guess you can because you're going based off their career. So yeah, I guess it is Donald. You're going
Bro,
based
but
156.
it
off.
was Donald no matter, even if it wasn't.
Nah, bro. Nick Bosa. If you
As
compare the
much
last
as I talk shit about Aaron Donald, it's only because they compare him to LT.
compare since Bosa got into the league, bro, Bosa's been a better defensive player since he got into the league.
You
That's
want to
not
compare?
true.
So you want to compare the last 4 seasons? Is what you're saying?
The 3 seasons that Bosa actually played.
Okay, we can do that.
But Aaron was still a two-time defense player of the year in that time frame.
So
Yeah,
in
and
that,
Bosa should have been.
so in these years, it's oh boy, it's
I think Bosa led the league in freaking like tackles and everything that year, and they gave it to Donald anyway. Like sacks, tackles, tackle for loss.
I mean, Aaron
Every-
Donald has 3 Defensive Player of the Years. He has 7 All Pros. He has 9 Pro Bowls.
Nick's got a deep boy.
I just don't know if Nick Bosa.
in 3 seasons of playing.
4.
One of them he didn't play.
Well, he
He
got
had
hurt.
2 games. Yeah, he had 2 games. One of them. And those 2 games, he went monstrous.
And 0 sacks.
But how many tackles?
He only has like 100 tackles or 150 tackles.
Total?
Yeah, combined.
As
All right,
and
but
how does Donald have?
all right, bro. Can I
Aaron
read you
Donald?
Aaron Donald real quick?
No, bro, you're good, bro.
490.
And how many seasons?
2014 to 2022.
So 9 seasons compared to 3. We're talking 490 to 150.
All right, but here's
Okay,
Aaron
first of all,
Donald.
hold on. Can we stop comparing D linemen's tackles? It's not that important.
No, it's not.
As I said, though, the last 3 years that Bosa's been in the league, he's been playing better than Donald.
Well, the last 3
That's
years,
not
Aaron
true.
Donald
That's
has,
all right. All right, hold on.
Aaron Donald has also won a DPOY. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been
Hold
like
on,
the
hold on,
best
hold on.
defensive.
Hold on.
The
Hold on.
49ers can't figure out their offense. I mean,
Hey,
Rams had a
hold
stack.
the phone. Hold the freaking phone.
Put on a lot by that Bengals team.
2019, Nick Bosa, Defensive Rookie of the Year. 2020, barely played. He played 2 games. 2021 played 17 games, only made the Pro Bowl, wasn't even in the voting for Defensive Player of the Year. And then 2022 won Defensive Player of the Year. Aaron Donald was Defensive Rookie of the Year, DPOY voting 2 his next year, DPOY voting 4 the year after that. DPOY winner 2017, 2018, DPOY 5, 2019, DPOY winner 2020, DPOY number 3, 2021. I don't think that compares at all to Nick Bosa. I think there's no fucking shot. And Aaron Donald, again, more consistent in sacks, has more sacks. Pretty easy for me, but it's Aaron Donald.
He has like 6 more years on him, so I hope he has more sacks than he does.
Bro, but Aaron Donald still had a 20-5, and Bosa had 18-5 last year and 15-5 the year before.
I mean, okay, here's the thing, though. It's not really fair. No, I just want to say, hold on, no. I just want to say, I don't.
Career, like right now, like I mean, that's why we didn't pick Parsons.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like we can't really change the argument all of a sudden for Nick Bosa.
Good.
Like,
good.
In 5 years, Nick Bosa might win this.
Might.
He might. But
or he'll play 2 games again.
Terrell Suggs versus Sean Taylor.
Oh, that's difficult. But I'm going to be completely honest.
One player got cut short, bro. So I'm going to have to say Suggs.
Look, I put Sean Taylor in this bracket because he deserved to be in this bracket. I knew he wasn't going to win this bracket.
To be honest,
but this is,
and I don't think this is a crazy take, and you guys probably have the same take, but yeah, it's T Sizzle. He played for long.
Terrell Suggs had obviously a long career, but it's not just because he played longer. He played longer and dominated. I mean, motherfucker does not get enough credit for the dominance he had
he is never put into the conversation of one of the better D linemen ever. He's never put in that conversation for whatever reason.
I don't get that at all. Terrell Suggs was a fucking beast.
He was as an outside linebacker, whatever the fuck, but still, he's still one of the better D linemen or better defensive players ever.
What'd you say, Brandon?
No, I was just saying I thought he was an outside linebacker.
Outside,
he played outside linebacker and DN.
In his younger days, he was an outside linebacker, and then when he got older, he was more strictly pass rush. That's how I'd probably describe his career. I'd say when he was younger and could move better, he was definitely getting like he was housing. He had a couple pick sixes and was getting he was able to play some coverage. But by the time he retired,
2011 Depoy.
Terrell Suggs was not dropping back into coverage. We got Fletcher Cox versus Brian Urlacher.
Ooh, Fletcher probably.
I don't know anything about Fletcher's stats, but
I'm kind of leaning towards Fletcher.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning toward Fletcher, but Urlacher is still one of the greatest linebackers ever.
For sure.
Yeah.
One-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowl. Sure, as long as he's been there,
Read me
great.
Fletcher's stats.
He's got the most sacks in a season is 10.5. He's got 65 sacks all time. He's been there since 2012, so 11 years.
That's more sacks than Urlacher, though. I think
One first-time All-Pro.
But I mean, he should have I thought he would have way more.
But Urlacher's a linebacker.
I'd say he's a middle linebacker. He's got 40.
He's got 49, I think, or some shit.
40,
But
40.
what's his name is is he an interior lineman? Right?
I thought he was like
DN,
DN.
D tackle,
DN-ish.
DN, whatever. I mean,
Wherever he's
the
playing.
D
But
line is pretty much positionless at this point.
I'm gonna have to switch up and go Urlacher, man.
I might have, I was about to say I might switch up too. I know we're stat watching.
number
but
one, I think Urlacher had a better career. I think they played the similar amount of years. Urlacher played from
2000.
2000.
He played from 2000 to 2012, so 2 more years. But he's got a Depoy. He's been in the Depoy conversation multiple
Fletcher
times.
Cox
He's been in the
isn't. Fletcher
MVP
Cox-
conversation.
Fletcher Cox
He never-
isn't.
Fletcher Cox is never in that conversation. He's just known because Philly ain't that fucking good.
Yeah, no,
because of
Urlacher.
I honestly think we were just hyping up
Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher for
Like Thomas
I mean,
Davis
that defense
kind of
for-
should have beaten him.
like
Crazy.
Thomas Davis type shit.
Thomas Davis might have had a chance.
Thomas was good for his team, but they ain't doing much.
All right. This is gonna be a little interesting. Depending on how hard it is for y'all to answer it. Von Miller versus J.J. Watt.
That's tough.
Von Miller. I'm gonna go Von Miller.
Because here's the thing: it's not just.
Are we taking dominance?
It's not the conversation of who was just a better player, who had a better stint.
Who's the better draft pick for that
It was
organization?
who was the better draft pick for that team. And Von Miller became a Super Bowl winning Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, and I think he got a Defensive Player of the Year. JJ got 1, 2, or 3.
JJ had a lot.
JJ got 3.
JJ had a lot of personal success in Houston.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
JJ was the reason that Houston was a team that was talked about, not like
Yeah, but
the
Von
other
Miller,
shitty teams were talked about.
crazy.
Now, the Broncos have always been a good team.
But Vaughn,
They've always been a decent team.
Vaughn was really an engine, like a really a big part of that defense.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
He
just
was.
like it wasn't just like he was on the team. Like he was the defense.
EP.
I mean, and when it comes down to the better draft pick, the better draft pick, and obviously a Super Bowl is a team award, but he was a big part of that fucking Super Bowl.
All right, but who was the Super Bowl MVP the year before? Bruce Brown or whatever the fuck his name is?
Bruce Brown?
Joe Flacco?
He's basketball.
No. The year before. No, that was 2 years before. I'm saying.
When the Broncos.
Seahawks,
the
Broncos
lost to the Seahawks.
Yes.
Was there not a gap in between that, or was that? That was back.
No,
to
it
back.
was back to back. It was back to back that the
I
It
Broncos
thought.
was
made it,
Malcolm. It
What
and
was
then
Malcolm
did
Smith.
Von Miller get drafted? What year did Von Miller get drafted?
2011.
yeah,
2011.
2011.
I don't think.
2011.
I don't think he was necessarily really big contributor to that team yet.
When?
He
When?
In that Super
When?
in the Super Bowl
Whoa.
they lost.
Whoa.
I don't
Whoa.
remember. I and
Nah,
Seattle.
bro, that was the 2015 season, correct?
That's when they beat Tom
No,
Brady.
I
That's when
thought it was the year he's talking about the year before
hold
that.
up, hold up.
no, the year
The,
that
the the year they won, right, was 2015, 2016, correct?
I thought it was before.
Super Bowl 50.
That was the year that the Seahawks won.
2012.
Nah, Super Bowl 50 was
The
Broncos.
Seahawks won 2013, 2014.
Okay, so 2014, 2015.
Because the
So,
Ravens won 12, 13.
all right, so Vaughn had 14 sacks. Shit, Vaughn did more the year prior than he did that Super Bowl season. He had 14 sacks the year prior. The year they won the Super Bowl, he had 11 sacks.
I'm telling you, Vaughn punished Brady that year in the playoffs.
Bro, if I'm going to be honest, as much as that Super Bowl MVP win means, I still think it's JJ.
What
JJ's
do you mean as much as it means? Bro, Peyton Manning could not throw a football that game. Like, Von Miller's the reason
but they still had a crazy offense.
But Von Miller's the reason they
did.
won that Super Bowl. Their offense did not do anything.
Yeah.
But they still had a great defense around all of that shit.
Yeah, and do you know what Carolina had? A great
Cam Newton
great
folded.
offense around them. And
All right, are
Von
we
Miller
talking about one game? Are we talking about one game, or are we talking about a whole career for a team?
But see, this is how I know you weren't listening to what I was saying. We're
I
talking
know,
about
I know what you're saying.
No. We're talking about the better draft pick for the organization. How do you
I
think?
understand.
Okay, if you understand, let me finish. If you're a team and you're going, I drafted two players. One gave me a lot of personal success, and one gave me the driving force to a defense that won a Super Bowl and was the Super Bowl MVP.
Did
Yes.
Von Miller take them to the Super Bowl?
Dude, what did JJ Watt take them anywhere?
They didn't have shit.
Bro,
Yes, he did.
You're talking about the season. You're talking about the season where half the year was ran by Brock Osweiler, and then Von Miller came in and dominated in the Super Bowl. That is very important when we're talking about the stock of a draft pick. How important were you to this team when they drafted you? How important was that draft pick? Pretty fucking
Von
important.
Miller had a
Let
good game.
Let me ask you a question. If Denver doesn't draft Von Miller, and you just said Von Miller had a good game. We just talked about like great seasons he had. So no, he didn't have a good game. He had
But none of them were as good as JJ Watt's.
Okay, but what did that do for Houston?
Nothing, because they had a shit team.
But okay, that's what I'm saying though. If Denver doesn't draft Von Miller, they're not winning that Super Bowl. If Houston doesn't draft JJ Watt, they sell less jerseys. They sell less tickets. Like, big fucking deal. They have ran every superstar out of that town. It's 2-3, so Von's moving on.
No. Y'all can go Von Miller, but I want everyone else to know that I'm going JJ Watt because he's a much better draft pick than Von Miller.
But why? You haven't given me a reason why. You haven't told me what he has done. What besides personal success?
Just because he's a Super Bowl MVP, now he's the reason that they won the Super Bowl and the reason that they made the Super Bowl. Bullshit.
He was a huge reason why they won that Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
He had a strip sack.
Multiple sacks.
Bro, has JJ Watt what did JJ Watt do in Houston?
Was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, we're all right. You're saying that, like, all right, defense, as much as it's important, you said a defense can take a team that sucks and make them 8-8. But if they don't have an offense, what the fuck are they going to do? So what the fuck is Von Miller going to do without an offense? They still had a little bit of an offense.
They did not have an offense.
Not in the Super Bowl, but before the Super Bowl.
They didn't. No,
they made it.
They didn't, though. They did. They had a beat up Peyton Manning.
But they also had a Brock Osweiler who was balling like no other fucking bullshit.
We all know
he is shit now.
We all
but
know,
back
but
then
we
he
know
wasn't
it was
shit.
we know it was a fluke. We know it was a fluke.
Here's a question for you: who was a better draft pick, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady? Aaron Rodgers can get you the individual award MVP. Tom Brady's gonna get you the Super Bowl. Who's a better draft pick?
Tom still has what, 3 MVPs?
And Aaron Rodgers has like 5.
Aaron has 4.
6 this year.
Aaron has 4. Cool it out.
Still more than Brady. He
But
has Super Bowl still. But
offense is different than defense.
Who was a better? No. Wait, no. I like that question. Who was a better draft pick, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady?
Tom fucking Brady. But who?
Why?
Right.
Why?
All right.
Why?
Why isn't Malcolm Smith on this list?
Because Malcolm Smith didn't do anything but win that Super Bowl MVP.
That was Malcolm.
All right, then what the fuck else did Von Miller do?
No, Malcolm Smith for the Seahawks, the linebacker for the Seahawks when they went. Von Miller was a dominant outside linebacker, pass rusher, whatever you want to call him, for what, 4 or 5 seasons with Denver?
But more dominant than J.J. Watt was?
Helped them get to a Super Bowl and was a huge reason why they won that Super Bowl. This is like discrediting Ray Lewis's Super Bowl.
If you put J.J. Watt on the Broncos, they're winning no matter what.
So Ray Lewis's Super Bowl.
J.J. Watt had a team similar to that.
No, they did not.
Hold on.
No, there was a season where he had a team like that, but they failed.
Hold on, wait. I have a question. So does Ray Lewis's Super Bowl MVP mean nothing to you? Since we're just bringing up random MVPs,
because he had a great career.
Because there's a difference between. Because here's the thing, there's a difference between Malcolm Smith. There's a difference between Malcolm Smith's Super Bowl MVP and Von Miller's Super Bowl MVP. Von Miller won that Super Bowl MVP. No fucking question, it was him. You could have given it to 10 Seahawks that game. Stop it.
Sure.
Stop it.
But Ray Lewis still had a great career.
Von Miller's having a great career.
Von Miller had a great career in Denver.
Not anywhere close to J.J. Watt's.
Better.
But who did more for the organization?
J.J. Watt.
Who was J.J. Watt? J.J. Watt won a Super Bowl?
J.J. Watt did more for the organization than Von Miller did.
No, he didn't. Houston
did.
We just talked about how Houston is like still a terrible organization. They've been a terrible organization this whole time. J.J. Watt did nothing but get personal
It's J.J. Watt's fault they're a terrible organization?
No, but it's not J.J. Watt's fault they went to the Super Bowl and won one.
No, it's not his fault. But J.J. Watt is the reason we've talked about the Texans.
No, J.J. Watt's the reason.
There would be no other reason to talk about the Texans if it wasn't J.J. Watt. Aaron Foster can suck a fat cock.
Okay, but here's the thing. You are like super discrediting what Von Miller did for Denver.
I'm not. I'm saying what J.J. did was better.
But personally, like personal stats, sure. Career
stats,
sure. He
had the best career.
But when you're
so y'all are saying Aaron Donald's going to win this because he's won 3 depoys and a Super Bowl.
This conversation is about who was the better draft
so Aaron
pick.
Donald brought the fucking Rams to the Super Bowl.
This conversation was who was the better draft pick. Devan, you're comparing a team who had a 2,000-yard receiver that made it to the Super Bowl versus a team with a beaten up Peyton Manning. They're 2 different offenses. It's 2 different offenses, bro.
I'm comparing a team that had a flop of a Super Bowl and a bitch of not a bitch, apologies, but a fucking horrible performance from the best offense in the league.
Von Miller.
And then Von Miller gets all the credit?
Von Miller gets a lot of credit for what he did in that Super Bowl.
Quarterback pressures, I guess, win Super Bowls.
Dude, what is this? I don't understand what this is. All of a sudden, Von Miller did nothing to help win that Super Bowl. Yet
I'm not
JJ
saying he
Watt,
did nothing.
no. You just went, I guess QB pressure is just a lot to help win the Super Bowl. Did you watch Super Bowl 50?
I did.
Okay, then stop acting fucking stupid and acting like you didn't see what Von Miller did in that fucking game. And here's the thing.
Cam folded.
I wasn't just talking about. You know why Cam folded? Because he was seeing Von Miller
Quarterback pressures.
because in his fucking face. He was because that's the thing. Cam
And
really,
DeMarcus Ware. Who else did JJ Watt have on his line? Jadeveon Clowney? And you already talked shit about Jadeveon Clowney, and DeMarcus Ware's a fucking Hall of Famer.
And you know what? At the end of the day, JJ Watt did nothing but get At the end of the day, JJ Watt did nothing but get personal success, and then couldn't stay healthy, got washed, went to Arizona, and now he's doing.
What the fuck has Von done? Von can't stay fucking healthy. What are we talking about?
Von won a Super Bowl, and now he gets a chance to play with a Super Bowl contender. So
Von
what are we talking
win
about?
a Super Bowl.
What are we talking about?
The Bills aren't
What are
a
we
Super
talking
Bowl
about?
fucking
What are we
contender, and we
talking
all
about?
know that shit.
We know the Bills are a Super Bowl contender.
We know
What
the
we
Bills
doing?
aren't a Super
Now
Bowl
you're
contender.
now you're just saying shit. Now you're just saying shit.
We know they're a contender, but they ain't gonna win.
Now you're just I said they were a contender. I said they're a much more better contender than Denver is. He got
Von
the fuck
hasn't
out
played
of there.
a full season since 2018. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
And when's the last time JJ Watt played a full season?
Last year.
When's the last time JJ Watt played a full productive season?
Last year he had 12.5 sacks.
A full
which is
Bro, nobody cared about what JJ Watt did for the shit buns Arizona Cardinals, bro. We're talking first of all,
the shit buns Arizona
in Houston. Because I don't remember when he got drafted to Arizona, but in Houston.
When was the last time he had a full season in Houston?
Because I remember he rode his injury wave out in Houston and got the fuck out of there. He did
JJ Watt's last full season in Houston was 2020.
Like he's like, wait, what?
And what'd he do?
Not much.
What'd he do?
5 sacks.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but no. Von Miller's last year in Denver was 15 games, 8 sacks,
More than
and 5. Not much else.
So
then lost a whole season.
Okay.
And then played 7 games with 4.5 sacks.
Once again,
for Denver and got traded.
Once again, why is personal success this much more important than being the Super Bowl MVP? And do not compare him to Malcolm Smith. Please do not do that.
I'll compare him to Joe Flacco.
Because you know there's a and did we not have a conversation about how we were like, shit, Joe might be a better hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Because what did we do with that? What did we do? Let me see, because we okay.
Did we do?
Okay, we had Flacco in the Final Four for which bracket was this? First round picks, not top 15. And I want to go back and watch that and damn near say we put him over Lamar Jackson. We were this close to putting him over Lamar Jackson. So when we were talking about who was a better draft pick for the Baltimore Ravens, there's a conversation when it comes to Joe Flacco versus Lamar Jackson for now. Because, yes, Joe Flacco did what he did, 11-0 touchdown interception ratio, went on that crazy fucking run and won Super Bowl MVP. And what did he do after that? Not jack shit. But guess what? He won a Super Bowl for the organization. And that is the biggest and most important thing you can do for a team. And if you were a big factor in that, you were an important draft pick. Drop that fucking mic. The man's moving on. He's moving on. He's moving on. Aaron Donald versus Terrell Suggs.
Terrell Suggs. Aaron Donald won a Super Bowl MVP. Aaron Donald went to.
He didn't win a Super Bowl MVP.
I know he didn't.
He didn't. He didn't do that. Who y'all going with though?
I don't know.
Tough one.
Aaron Donald's a better player.
They both win Super Bowl.
mean, I'm taking prime T Sizzle in my opinion, but
Let me.
I didn't like that.
Quickly.
I didn't like the. I mean, he's a better player, like Terrell
No,
Suggs.
I
Chop,
didn't like that. I'm just coming off, Mikey. I'm coming off getting pissed. I didn't
chop,
like what I said right there.
chopped
I'm coming
fucking
off getting
liver.
upset, and I was
Terrell
upset because JJ Watt's getting shat on by fucking Von Stinky Balls, who
Super Bowl MVP Von Miller.
also does a
Don't
little bit
bring
of
it
weird
up.
stuff on.
Don't bring it
No,
up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, pull them
some
stats
might
up.
call him a corn husker,
Pull
even
up.
though he's not from Nebraska.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up them. Pull up them stats. Who are you pulling up first? Aaron Donald or Terrell Suggs? I don't think we've looked at Terrell Suggs' stats.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't looked at T-Sizzles. I'm pulling up Terrell's right now. Rookie of the year, defensive player of the year. He's got 139 in sacks with his most at 14. How many tackles? 895 total, 630 solo. Aaron Donald. Three-time depoy, offensive rookie of the year. Like 8-time Pro Bowler. He's got 490 total tackles, 312 solo, and 103 in sacks. Now, Terrell played from 03 to 19, so what's that, 17 years?
Yeah.
God dang.
Aaron's most sacks in a year was 20.5, but before or after that, the most he's had is 13.5. So he's only had really one good sack year, and that's about it. This one's weird, because one's a long career, one's a very impressive career, but
If you had to ask me, because going back to the draft pick, the better draft pick.
if I'm gonna be honest, I think it Suggs. I like Suggs here. As much as Aaron Donald's done, I still like Suggs. I mean, to play for a team for what,
Good. I don't have to pick.
15 years?
Aaron Donald was on a team that went from St. Louis to LA, and he's on a team that, won the Super Bowl, but to be honest with you, Terrell Suggs kind of carried over that heart and soul of our defense once Ray and Ed stepped away, and continued that, pushing that culture that we had for a while on the defensive side of the ball. And I would say that unless Aaron Donald continues to have a ridiculous career, maybe you could say Aaron Donald in the future. But I'm going to go with Suggs too. I'm going to go with Suggs as well. And let him move on to the finals. And now, Brandon, while we wait for Devan and see what's up with this, we got Brian Urlacher versus Von Miller.
I'm about to go Urlacher.
I don't know about that one.
I think I do, man. I think he.
If we put Vaughn over JJ Watt, there's no way you put.
Didn't
There's
Chicago
no
didn't
way. Devin
I know.
Urlacher.
I keep thinking Chicago
Wait,
won it.
who did y'all pick on the last one?
Von
Terrell
Miller was gonna
Suggs.
have to. Von Miller's gonna
Thank
win
God.
it.
Von Miller or Urlacher?
Von Miller or Urlacher?
It's gotta be Von Miller. Yeah.
Shit, Brian Urlacher didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought they did, bro. I thought they did, but no, they
Since
didn't.
when? Since when did the Bears win? They went to what, 2?
I know. Yeah.
They lost to the Saints.
I thought it was
No, they lost to the Colts. Sorry. So
Colts
1.
lost to the Saints. I do.
Colts lost to the
I
Saints.
do think it's Vaughn. I also think it's Von Miller, and we have our final. It's Terrell Suggs
so.
versus Von Miller.
Ooh, gotta be Miller.
I don't think it's Miller. If you're gonna tell me,
Gotta be Miller.
that's
Gotta go.
crazy.
Gotta go by the
Oh yeah,
rule.
we can talk about that fucking Super Bowl all we fucking want. If we're talking about story careers with one team,
MVP.
Okay, I want to say this.
how many depoys
I want to say this. I
do
want to
Von
say
Miller
this.
got? None, because he poopies.
I want to say this. If this was Suggs versus Watt, I think I would have picked Suggs.
You're picking Von Miller?
Shut up.
No,
God
no,
damn.
because then he's gonna say better than Miller.
The reason we put Vaughn over JJ, I don't know because JJ had the personal success and that's it. The individual success and that's it. Terrell Suggs joined obviously a great defense. And like I said earlier when you walked away, Devan, when Ray and Ed Reed left, carried on that heart of the defense and kept pushing that culture of that defense that we once had on that side of the ball.
He
And
was.
I think Terrell Suggs did more for Baltimore than JJ Watt did for Houston, because at the end of the day, JJ Watt didn't do shit but he balled. He got his success. But Houston didn't do shit.
And Von had one good game.
Terrell Suggs.
Vaughn had
Terrell Suggs was the third option on the Super Bowl winning team. It was Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, then him. And then when he did leave, when them two did leave, he was basically a JJ Watt on a.
All right, bro, but you got to realize that Ray's last year, there wasn't much of Ray.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say
Ed
he wasn't the
Reed's
third option. Terrell Suggs
and
Third.
Ed Reed during that Super
Third.
Bowl.
Ray Lewis didn't play all year.
And Ed Reed during that Super Bowl wasn't doing much
He was
either.
the
No,
We
it's a
third.
don't talk
lie.
about Ed Reed in that Super Bowl.
He
Suggs
got it.
entered the league.
He got a pick that game.
It was 2002.
Ed Reed got a pick, and I want to say was playing coverage on the final fade to to Crabtree in the end zone. Ed Reed had a great game.
Well, Michael Crabtree's a sorry ass receiver.
Here's the look. Here's the thing.
Shout out, doorbanger boy.
Here's the
Richard
thing.
Sherman.
I think Terrell Suggs did more for Baltimore than JJ did for Houston. I don't. That doesn't mean I think JJ Watt wasn't a better player by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, we've thrown but he wasn't on a good team. But he was on a good team. But he was on this. We've thrown that out the window, because at this point,
I think we've steered so much into what they've done for the organization, we've forgotten how good players are.
But that's what is. But here's the thing, though.
Because Terrell is better than Von Miller is. I'll tell you that much. We've been spending
a lot of time talking about, and I'm talking in the past on podcasts, just talking about how good the player is. Now we're talking about just specifically what they did for these teams. And when you compare Vaughn to JJ, you can easily bring up that Super Bowl and how dominant Vaughn was. And I was trying to go on and say that Vaughn did a lot more than just that game. In those playoff runs, even in the year before that, like you said, had a better season that year. I mean, Vaughn was a dominant player for Denver. But Terrell Suggs for Baltimore, Well, sure.
All right.
Was he a part of a great team? Yes, but we're making that same argument for Von Miller, so that's out the fucking window. I don't
Hold
care.
on. You don't think Von Miller did more for his team than Terrell Suggs did in their years where they were good? Because all the hype that y'all put on to Von Miller, it seems like Von
But
Miller had
but
one of the
but
most impressive Super Bowl performances ever compared to Terrell Suggs
but when I
when
factor
most of
in
that game was offensively dominated.
but when I factor in 6 straight playoff appearances, and I know Terrell Suggs was a great factor on that defense, and I know that's something that neither Von Miller and especially JJ Watt hasn't been able to do. I'm cracking down on that. I'm cracking down on the Super Bowl argument when we got 17 years of fucking football to talk about. JJ Watt had his 3-4 years of dominance in the league, but that shit was individual success that fizzled out quick. Terrell Suggs became a staple, stayed a staple, and now is a legend that doesn't get enough credit, that he doesn't get the credit he deserves. I think he beats Von.
Hold on.
I don't think I've ever fought for Ray Lewis this fucking hard on this podcast. God
You
damn it.
have.
No, I don't think I've had to convince anybody that this much that about Ray. Unless we're talking about fucking Lawrence Taylor all of a sudden. What stats you pulling up?
Let me just pull up stats real quick.
I'm putting in my vote.
For Terrell?
Fucking Terrell Suggs.
So we're just talking longevity here. Because the defense that you make against J.J. Watt against Von Miller is crazy compared to Terrell. What are we just adding Super Bowls into this motherfucker all of a sudden?
Playoffs.
I mean,
Appearances.
It's like I don't. It's like I just don't get. It's like I don't get listened to. I just told
I
you
was
why
listening.
I'm going with
No,
Terrell Suggs
he was on a dominant team that went to 6 playoff appearances.
because
And then he had a win.
and it's like okay,
But
he was on.
Because
it's like all right, he was on good teams. He was on good defenses. Okay,
because
guess
J.J.
what?
Watt was a part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playoff teams. So 6 playoff appearances
6 straight
for J.J. Watt.
6 straight.
No, but
Because
12.
I said
Sorry.
6. I said 6 straight. I didn't bring up total playoff appearances for Terrell Suggs.
And that's all on fucking Terrell Suggs. But
like
for
it's
2011,
it's like
2012, 2015, 2016, 2018, 2019.
It's like every argument I make, you just take like one little thing and go, "Oh, well, bro, I just said to you, we made it to the playoffs 6 years straight with a mediocre offense and a dominant defense." And yes, I do think Terrell Suggs was a big factor in that. And I also think Von Miller in that season when they won the Super Bowl, yes, in that season, in that game, when he was that fucking dominant in the most important game, he beats out a 4-year, look at me, I'm JJ Watt, career that fizzled the fuck out.
5-year.
Whatever. You're correcting me on one season. Like that's your argument. It wasn't 5, it wasn't 4, it was 5. Big fucking deal.
But you're saying mediocre offense, like your offense wasn't good. Like y'all didn't have a good offense when y'all won the Super Bowl.
Our offense has always been mediocre. What are you talking about?
Like your offense wasn't good in the playoffs when y'all won the Super Bowl?
But that's the thing. It was crazy how good our offense was.
It was good because your defense was good, apparently?
So you're telling me that offenses usually get 4th and 29 conversions, and that wasn't the luckiest play ever, and we shouldn't have just not made the playoffs because we should have lost that game to the Chargers that year? Like we can pick and do this all day. We can pick and pull at these tiny things all day. Yes, we had a mediocre offense. Jacoby Jones was about to win the fucking Super Bowl MVP. Yes, we had a mediocre offense.
But to say that J.J. Watt didn't do anything after you were saying that Von Miller did everything for that team, apparently.
I didn't say he did everything for that team, apparently. Like, see, bro, you're just taking you're taking what I said and then you're like twisting it into something completely different. No.
You're saying Von Miller brought them to the Super Bowl and won them the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna tell you
But
what
there
I
wasn't
said.
anything else involved in that Super
I'm
Bowl.
gonna tell you exactly what I said for like the 5th time. Von Miller was a huge reason they won that Super Bowl.
Was Terrell Suggs a huge reason they won their Super Bowl? Fuck
Terrell
no.
Suggs is a huge reason why they made 6 straight playoff appearances. Because they had a great defense and a mediocre offense. And what did J.J. Watt have? A great defense and a mediocre offense. And guess what? Motherfucker could never get it done. And he would never get it done. And that was never going to happen. J.J. Watt had 4 or 5 years. Look at me. I'm J.J. Watt. I'm great. Buy my jersey. That shit is it. Throw me some touchdowns in the end zone. Let me do a couple things. Let me do this. And it's gone. Out the league. I'm on Fox. He didn't spend 17 years dominating in Houston.
All right, but now we're talking longevity.
Because he did, and if Terrell Suggs just had 4 or 5 seasons where he dominated and that was it, yeah, Von Miller would win that shit.
Can I pull up one more fucking thing?
Who are you going with?
Me?
Because I'm going with Terrell Suggs. I don't care who you're going with. I don't know what you're arguing.
What my thing is why you're putting Terrell over Von after you just put Von over JJ Watt.
Okay. Let me see if I can break it down one more time for you and all the people at home. Von Miller had a great run with the Broncos.
Because from what I'm seeing, they made 5 straight playoff appearances before they won the Super Bowl. 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. And now Von Miller is a massive part when they make it and when they win in 2015.
Yeah, if he got drafted in 2011.
The Panthers breezed by the Broncos that game without Von Miller's presence.
That's not true.
That's true.
That's very true.
That's wild.
Did you not watch the game?
I watched the game and Cam would have folded no matter what.
No, Von Miller was an absolute problem in that game. And yes, Devan, when we're talking about what's more important to an organization in drafting a player, we're taking the Super Bowl MVP.
Then why aren't you taking Von Miller right now?
Because we're comparing, because first of all, we were comparing Von Miller to J.J. Watt, which, mind you, was 2 fucking rounds ago. Don't know why we're still talking about that, but since we're still talking about that, that's the matchup we're talking about. Now we're talking about a 17-year-long career who I think impacted Baltimore a lot more than J.J. Watt did for Houston. So that's out the water. So I got him over JJ. So I got that hump. I got over that hump. I thought I did 20 minutes ago when I started my conversation with saying if this was JJ Watt, I'd put him over JJ Watt. So I thought I got past that then, but I guess I had to reiterate what I was saying. I put him over JJ Watt. Von Miller stays in Denver, and Von Miller continues to produce for Denver. Okay, we have a conversation. Bro, his career is over in Denver. He's gone. It's it. Comparing it to Terrell Suggs' 17-year career in Baltimore, I think it was better.
No, I think Terrell Suggs is better, but I just don't understand the argument from before and why it's different now.
Okay. I'm not going to explain it again, but can you just tell me why you're confused? Because I don't know how else I could explain it to you. So I'm not going to explain it again.
If Von Miller took them to the playoffs multiple times in a row and then brought them to a Super Bowl and then brought them to a Super Bowl win as an MVP, why is he not better than Terrell Suggs? If he was so fucking good.
Yes.
Von Miller played a huge role in a Super Bowl, and that is a lot more important than the 4 crazy good years J.J. Watt had as an individual player. Because that's the argument. That's when I was making that argument. Because that's the argument you keep bringing up. That's the argument we can talk about.
No, I'm talking about him against Terrell Suggs. If the Super Bowl MVP means so much, then why does it mean shit now? Because Terrell Suggs.
Because I think Von Miller, I think what he did in Denver means more than what J.J. Watt did for Houston. But like I already explained 12 times, I don't think it meant more for Terrell Suggs than what Terrell Suggs
You
did
think
for
17
Baltimore.
years and one Super Bowl means more than a couple years and a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Defensive player
That's
of the
fair.
year. Like and for some reason we're not playing in the fact that had Terrell Suggs left the same year Ray and Ed Reed walked out, our defense would have completely been screwed. We're talking all the way into like the locker room would have been screwed. Terrell Suggs held on to that team for a good 7 more years after that and became the leader of that defense. So I think that's also a big reason why I'm putting him over.
That's fair.
And he did all that, and yeah, he got a Super Bowl too. Came really close to a lot of Super Bowl appearances. But hey, what do I know? And guess what? Guess what? Brandon's the only one that said Von Miller. So you're arguing with the wrong guy. I said Terrell Suggs.
I mean, most definitely, I think Terrell Suggs had a better career, but I'm just confused on the argument as to why Von Miller should be against Terrell Suggs right now
Okay, so you're
and not
questioning
someone else.
why Von got here. Well, when the
I'm
podcast
I'm questioning why Von's here, but I think it's Terrell Suggs.
when the podcast comes out, you can rewatch it and see exactly how Von Miller got here, and in all 4 rounds, exactly how he made it here, step by step. But
Yeah, no, but he should not be here.
okay, that's great. That's fine. It's okay. I think you'll be able to sleep tonight. I think it'll be okay. I think you'll be good. I think you'll be fine. I think knowing that Von Miller made it over J.J. Watt will not ruin your life. I think you'll make it.
It might. It might.
We may switch over to an NBA bracket next episode. I'm not completely sure yet. I've got a couple brackets I'm working on, but that will be the end of our bracket. Best first round, top 15 pick, the 21st century defensive player. Not gonna lie, I didn't think Terrell Suggs was gonna win this, but he won it. I'm not gonna sit here and question it. I'm not gonna sit here and go, "Oh no, maybe we gotta recount." Nah, fuck that. Terrell Suggs won. Whatever, that's cool. Ravens don't win a lot in these brackets, so hey, what fucking ever. I do think that's it though. We had a lot of
That's it.
conversations. We talked about a lot of shit. We went a long ass time with no word of Weddle. So that would have completely fucking this would have been a 4-hour podcast.
That would have thrown us over the balls.
But I guess shit. We talked NBA free agency. We talked gambling in the NFL. We talked road to the Super Bowl. We talked. We did a bracket. We talked everything we
Deion's
could
foot.
talk about. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't talk about that, and we won't talk about that. And I will say that I think it's time to get out of here. Devan, Brandon, any last words before we get out of here?
It's time to order a pizza, man. I'm hungry.
Who the hell are you ordering a pizza from at 1:00 in the morning?
I live in a college town, son. What are you talking about? 5-star pizza, Domino's pizza, it don't matter.
You're right. No, I apologize.
Devin,
Fair.
any last words, Devin?
Chicken bacon, 5-star. Shit for the smack.
Nah, but nah.
Okay. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. Make sure you stay tuned. Brand new episodes every single Saturday and Tuesday. We'll be back with a brand new episode on Tuesday to talk more NBA free agency, more NFL offseason talk, more off the record talk, another bracket, more road to the Super Bowl. Yeah, whatever the fuck else we want to talk about. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been Brandon. It has been real. We are out.
Prime time potato feet.